tripping.
Hell nah.
She
Queen
got stud.
Latifah, you can get it.
She got stud pussy.
Nah, she got some of that.
Fuck them designer fits. I want me like 100K. It's not even Pepsi. It's juice. And that's not our car either, so shh. I be peeping niggas, watch how I move. I got the drip like juice. I'ma make the pretty hoes choose. Ay, bitch, I'm in my vibe, I'm in my groove. Ay, take notes, I'll show you how to groove. Ay, I'ma mix this Henny with the boot. I'ma tell your bitch to let it loose. Way before we start wearing these masks, y'all was too close. Pac-Man strap, keep that fire like Zuko. And I inked in my face cause I like my space. So if it ain't about no money, get the fuck up out the way. I got some shit to do, my nigga got no time to play. Fuck them designer fits, I need me like 100K. I want my weed loud nigga off that, what he say? Bought a ticket just to fuck her on the holiday. Want me down bad, but that pussy good, so namaste. I need chips like I'm running out of Frito-Lays. I got the juice from the pack, throw it back, tang. All gas, no brakes in her shit, high octane. Ooh, shorty tryna show me where to put it at. Ooh, I'm tryna make a movie, what the fuck we gon' do? She telling me that we could be some business tycoons, so I'ma keep the pussy dripping just like juice. Go dumb, but I ain't no fool. I be peeping niggas, watch how I move. I got the drip like juice. I'ma make the pretty hoes choose. Ay, bitch, I'm in my vibe, I'm in my groove. Ay, take notes, I'll show you how to groove. Ay, I'ma mix this Henny with the boot. I'ma tell your bitch to let it loose. I got the drip like juice. I got the drip like juice. Watch how I move. Watch how I move. Watch how I move. Watch how
I move. We on that late night edition of the Three Kings this week. We on that late night edition. It's your boy Black, E.B.H. Black. Everybody hates Black. With your boy Powerball Rich, the co-host, with special guest host Freeze. What's good with the Kings?
Oh, chillin'.
Get them. We gotta tell y'all. I'll tell you about the Divas.
That nigga should say Aquaman.
That's how you know I'm not thirsty.
I'm sure that was loud. Look at these. You know what? Man, y'all can't just do anything y'all want to do anytime y'all want to do it. I mean, like, why? Do y'all, like, come out on stage like this or something? Like y'all Michael Jackson or something? Got to pop out the bottom of the screen, pop from the top of the screen? Like, I don't get it. Like,
you gotta play like my visual. You play the whole your visual. You gotta, after you get done, you gotta play like a Freeze TV visual or something. And then I'll pop out.
Oh, that's how that works.
No, I'm just playing.
No, that might be cool. That might be cool.
I'm not hating, but I like that other song. You niggas do what you can. We do what we want to. That shit hard, bro.
Oh, you like that one before? You like that one?
Yeah, that song is a more like intro type of song.
Oh yeah, actually I wasn't supposed to play that one. You're actually right.
That shit is slapping.
You're actually right. I wasn't supposed to play that one. So that's why y'all didn't come out right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you didn't.
Hold on.
You didn't play our. Nah, don't start over.
Ain't no starting over.
Yeah. Yeah, bitch, I'm sipping on this Henny like somebody told me not to. I do what I want, you niggas doing what you got to. Got a brand new bitch and it's not you. Put these tats on my face, ma said not cool. I got cash in the bank, I'm acting damn fool. I pulled the cat out that hat like I'm Doc Seuss. East coast to the west, that's a Pac move. I gotta make it to the top, I cannot lose. I need money that look way more than decent. I be in the cut cause I be trying to duck the precinct. Fire Athena better than the Mona Lisa. Listen up real quick, I get you hip to this thesis. Keep a couple pieces of that candy, Reese's. Keep a couple straps on you handy, they creepin'. Bitch, and I know who got to work if you fiendin'. Better not act stupid though, I ride with them demons. Cállate la boca, can't you see a nigga scheming? One more shot of Henny, I'ma have that pussy leaking. I do what I wanna when I wanna and it's frequent. And I won't trust a bitch cause they always got secrets. Bitch, I'm sipping on this Henny like somebody told me not to. I do what I want, you niggas doing what you got to. Got a brand new bitch and it's not you. Put these tats on my face, ma said not cool. I got cash in the bank, I'm acting damn fool. I pulled the cat out that hat like I'm Doc Seuss. East coast to the west, that's a Pac move. I gotta make it to the top, I cannot lose.
That's better. That's better.
You
That's
feel
better.
me?
That's better. That's better. It's
Yeah,
your
I
boy
cannot
E.B.H. Black.
lose.
Everybody hates black. It's the E.B.H. Black Show with Powerball, Rich the Cause, with special guest host Freeze.
Yo, and we back. Hey, PB, you gotta make us an intro, man.
Man, we gonna undo all. We gonna do all. We all
I
gonna do
like
the intro.
I like that record though. That doing what you want, you niggas doing what I got to. Like I'm
Yes,
doing.
yes.
Like that's a good record, bro. That's a real
Copa,
good record.
Copa, what's good? What's good? Thank you for hacking in. Because tonight we talking about this is a special show tonight too. We're gonna talk about self-love. Is self-love enough? What is self-love? So this is PB's topic of the week. So Mr. Love himself, the Heartbreak Avenger himself, gonna tell us about self-love. And you know, I always got my 2 cents to say. And then we're gonna see how subjective it is with your boy Freeze. But speaking of my boy Freeze, we got a special show tonight. We're gonna definitely dedicate the show tonight to his family. Prayers out to him. We're gonna put the link for his situation. So we're gonna talk about that after that. And we're gonna talk about some real important stuff, you know, like seatbelts. What else? Road rage, yeah. And we're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna end it up with how all of a sudden us Negroes love Donald Trump again. We're gonna talk about a little bit of that. So thank y'all for hacking in. Smoke them if you got them. Roll them if you got it. Roll up. Everybody roll up because we about to have fun. But before we get to that, we got a couple icebreakers because there's some weird stuff that happened in the news cycle to this past week or so, I guess. And you know how men usually getting caught up under fake allegations. And usually, you know, a woman make an allegation and a dude lose his money and lose his job and lose his position and it just be all bad. Here's a video. Maybe y'all seen it. Let me see if y'all did or not.
For essay. If you didn't know, Lil Durk's homeboy was messing around with this woman called FTM Bay. Because they broke up, she decided to go on internet and claim that he did unspeakable things to her son. Doctors deemed that was false, and therapists said that the child was lying or being coached by the mom. The mom later came out and admitted this, and she messed up by doing that because he then countersued her for $11 million. She then tried to backtrack in court and even lie on her oath, and that backfired against her. Now she was sent to jail and he is awarded $11 million. If you guys remember the Shade Room, all those girls and all over the internet were saying that he did it and wanted him in jail. This should be proof to you men out there that there is a way and there is a will to put somebody in jail for false accusations about SA. I'm happy that he won.
So what you gentlemen think about that? SA. You know, y'all know what SA stand for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sexual abuse.
Yeah, duty
Yes,
law.
sir.
Yeah.
Duty
law.
Them niggas is the ops. I don't care about
Oh,
them.
there he go. Here he go.
I don't care about nothing they got going on.
He said them niggas is the ops.
This nigga ain't been to Chicago never.
Man,
How he the op?
man, that nigga Duty Low, man. Listen, Duty Low is an op, bro.
All right. All that aside, because I thought that we on some love shit today. We gonna love our enemies today, okay? So my man's got $11 million because old girl said that he did
He
something to
didn't.
his
He
kidney.
didn't. He didn't get $11 million. He got a judgment for $11 million.
Okay, he
She
got an
probably don't
award.
even.
He got an
She probably
award
don't
for
even got.
11 million. He got
She
awarded
probably don't.
$11 million due to the court case.
Yeah, she probably got $500. So they just gonna give him a judgment on her. It is
Just
what it is. But it's niggas who really go to prison for them false allegations.
Yeah,
It's a good
absolutely.
thing that he got the judgment or whatever, but
that's because he got that little Dirk money backing him. See, OTL.
What I want people to understand about this case in particular is let's not go around thinking that if you get falsely accused, that you can sue somebody for falsely accusing you. Uh, just for that alone, like somebody on his level definitely lost money because of this allegation.
right.
He lost contracts. He probably lost potential deals. You know, even in some cases, you can lose sponsorships. Anything that causes you to lose money, defamation of character. So if someone defames your character and it causes you to lose money and you can prove that, that is actionable in court. That's what he wanted the money for. It wasn't just because of some false allegation. Because some people say, hey, if you falsely accuse somebody and come to find out you falsely accused them, they should get the jail time. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, yeah. If you lied on me, you should get something for lying. If I go into court and lie, they gonna give me something.
Yeah, you get a what they call that contempt of court.
You can get obstruction of justice, all types of shit for lying.
Yeah, that stuff
Perjury,
usually don't stick though. That stuff don't stick
shit.
too hard. You
Perjury
don't get
do.
what's that?
Perjury do. Lying under oath do.
Mm,
It's niggas who went to jail just for lying under oath, not for
Yeah, but
what they did.
they usually don't stay in jail for I don't know a
Yeah,
month.
but she
For
not
that.
gonna go to jail. She not going to jail.
No, she's not going to jail. No. So you think she should be able to go? She should go to jail for the charge that she accused them on.
No, not for the charges, but she should go to jail for lying. She said it should be some type of sentence that she get for doing that, for fucking his life up. And he should still get his $11 million lawsuit. And she
Well,
should have
that's
to do like 9 to 13 months or something.
so. Should it be a felony or a misdemeanor?
It
A
should be a
felony.
felony.
So then it has to be longer than a year. Then
Then give her two.
okay.
Yeah,
So what do you?
that that's called maliciously trying to ruin somebody's life, bro. That's maliciously. It's maliciously a verbal malicious attack is what that
Yeah.
is.
It's one thing when it's a mistake, but it's another thing when you purposely lie.
You know, same situation with SPM.
Okay.
We was just talking about that earlier. SPM didn't do that to no 9-year-old girl.
Shit, you see also in the news that dude who it was a dude in prison for 12 years, 13 years since 2011, 2010, 11, something like that. He been in prison since then. And the dude Jake Tapper on CNN, his dad is dude's pediatrician, like was dude's doctor. And the nigga been in prison all these years for shooting somebody. And Jake Tapper daddy was like, nigga, I just operated on a nigga 3 weeks before that for getting shot in his pelvis and all of that. And whoever did that shooting ran off. He was like, dude wasn't doing no running. Like it couldn't have been him. So in the process, he been in jail all this time, but now in the time that done passed to now, they got the cell stuff, and they went and did the cell stuff and found out this nigga was at home on pain meds.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take them to figure that out?
damn near 13 years.
It's this one cat. He did 30 years for a murder he didn't commit. They just he had did 30 years, man. He had I think it was in 83, something like that. In 83, he had they said he had raped and killed a woman. And then they came with with the new forensic evidence and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Found out bro wasn't even the suspect.
Think about how many niggas done went to prison for that and just like, what's the name? That dude Jake Tapper, his daddy said that probably like he said it's between 20 and 50,000 people in prison right now who innocent.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they found the real killer by his DNA. I think that's how they found his DNA. He did something. He got caught and went to prison for. He matter of fact, he got caught for a new murder, and they took his DNA and it matched the old 30-year crime scene. And so they dude had been free for 30 years, man, killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get ready to get into the self-love thing. But before we get to that, I got this video that kind of will give us a litmus test of what exactly self-love is, because I'm on the fence about. No, I'm not on the fence. I was on the fence on it, but not so much now. But we had Kevin Samuels come out and say women lose value the more kids they have. So is there enough self-love of yourself that you can end up getting the man that you want? And I want to answer for that after we play this video.
Mom of 7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on one person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own.
Yep.
That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids.
Right.
But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No.
So hold on. First of all, I want to compliment the 7-kid mama, nigga. She right, nigga. She running to me. I'm taking care of her and all 7 of them, okay?
I knew you was going to say that.
Hey, man, she raw as hell, nigga. Did you see how she jiggled like jelly, nigga? I'm telling you, I'm taking her to the telly and putting it in her belly, nigga.
Damn, don't shake like that.
Man, she was, nigga, I can't tell she didn't have 7 kids. Boy, she built righteously, and it's natural, too. Man, but yeah, that nigga Lowe's wife was looking gorgeous too. Real yeah, and I agree with her the whole time. Finally, I agree with baby. She said some real shit. You feel me? But now, yeah, it's gonna have like I said, she got the appearance. If she got the appearance got her a plus. You know what I'm saying? Now if her mental and her spiritual situation matches her physical, nigga, she got me, guys.
So she can find her a dude that's gonna take care of 7 kids plus her.
Yeah, yep. No, don't let the yacht be tremendous. Oh yeah, it's over with.
It must be something. She spit 7 of them out
with the same dude. Man, he wasn't playing. He just got tired of her. That's all.
He got tired of her.
Probably got something nookie. Probably finna go put 7 in somebody else now. I'm just saying. That's how niggas get out. But now she righteous, my nigga. She wouldn't have a problem, especially if she know how to do everything too, cook, clean, manage some money, and build the pyramid. Oh, it's on and cracking.
He said and build a pyramid.
Oh yeah, my nigga. She gorgeous, gang. When she said, I want you to play that part again, bro. Just that one part, not the whole thing. When they said, when Lo's wife said, just one question, is they all by the same man? And then she said, that's a good thing. And then everybody clapped, nigga. She looked at the crowd and did a little bow, nigga. That's when she went to jiggling like jelly, nigga. I said, oh yeah.
Multiple children is still capable of finding someone.
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a
Look,
good
watch
thing.
this.
Okay, so this is, hold on. We're talking about 7.
Yeah, she, look at that. Beautiful smile. Look like she might have all her teeth. Oh, man. She working, gang. Versace out. Versace suit, nigga. Body suit, nigga. It's on.
Man.
Nigga, she got her little Kim wig on. And, man, it's cracking, gang.
She might be a whole
like
headache.
Smell good.
They got low expectations.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, you tweaking, nigga. You can pass her up all you want, nigga. One man's trash is another nigga's tools, nigga. Nigga, she a bag of rubies to me, nigga. She might be old potatoes to you, nigga. You feel me?
Like I said, she knew French fries to him though.
Man, fuck that, nigga. She a bag of rubies, nigga. I'm finna carry it on, nigga.
So Freeze, you can't do the 7 kids, yo?
Yeah, not me, but I'm sure she could. I can't do like 1 or 2, like none. Like I bring enough drama in my own life to be messing with a girl with her drama on the other side.
This nigga Freeze ain't right, man. Let me tell you our secret.
It's millions and billions of people. It's so many people.
Let me tell you our secret, though, gang. With her comes a lot of love. 7 more hearts to fall in love with you. Okay? That's where I'm going to win at. Okay?
The kids ain't going to like you.
Oh, you crazy, nigga.
They all going to gang up on you against their daddy.
Nigga, I'm Willy Wonka, nigga. Listen,
I'm Peter Pan. They going to sock you up.
Man. I'm Willy Wonka. Shut your mind, nigga. You're talking too much. I'm Willy Wonka, nigga. I'm Willy Wonka.
My nigga. She don't have 7 little kids. Nigga,
y'all shut up 1 second. I'm going to tell you who I am, nigga. I'm Willy Wonka, nigga. Okay? I'm motherfucking Peter Pan, my nigga, okay?
You Peter Pan.
They fuck with me. My nigga. The young lives, they fuck with me, gang.
That's cool, but how you know she got young life?
Well, they all under the age of 12.
They have to be young. Because she said she's 33 with 7 kids.
What that means? She could have a daughter that's 24, nigga, 22.
Okay, she might do. That's gonna be my oldest stepchild.
See, I'm with you, Copa. I wish some other men were here to give the version of why the baby daddy and her are no longer together. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we assume that everything she doing is cool and he the one that's
I said he got tired of her, bro.
That's what I'm saying. How you know she didn't get tired of him?
She probably did. Like, nigga, this nigga been hitting me for this long for that same style. Listen, man, women, when it comes to that intimacy, you got to be spontaneous and you got to be an astronaut. They don't want to substitute.
Man, that nigga working his ass off for 7 kids and a wife.
Man,
listen,
you heard
gotta,
Chris Brown. When a rich nigga wants you.
In that bed,
can't do nothing.
You gotta be an astronaut, my nigga. You can't be a janitor or you can't be a motherfucking custodian.
But how we know that nigga not an astronaut in the bed? But nigga, he ain't got no money to buy.
If he was,
ain't got no money. They done had 7 kids.
If he was a part of Apollo 13, my nigga, and Neil Armstrong in the gang, she wouldn't left him. She got 7 kids with him. He an astronaut, nigga. She gonna die before she leave him.
Man, no,
let him go.
You assume that's the women all the time.
She a city girl now, nigga. These new girls is These new girls, nigga, they want to get some frontals and get that. Nigga, they ain't never been on Instagram.
Man, listen,
They ain't never got flued out. She want to get flued
soak
out.
it up, gang.
Shit,
Soak it
she
up.
ain't never been flued out.
Yeah,
Nigga,
she been
listen,
with that
soak it
nigga
up,
getting
gang.
fucked on all her
I'm gonna tell
life.
y'all a secret. I was about to tell y'all a secret before I was rudely interrupted by you two individuals. I'm gonna tell y'all something. The more children a woman get or have or got, the better the yak.
Says who?
Says me,
TBR to
nigga.
God.
Says me. And that's the way
Powerball
God
reached to
made it.
God.
Listen, God made it that way so a woman with 10 kids won't have a problem getting a nigga.
Come
A
on,
real nigga.
this
Like,
nigga make up.
man, I ain't making
Y'all
up
hear
shit,
it? Y'all
nigga.
gotta hit the like button on that one, y'all.
Man,
Hit the
listen,
like
man.
button.
Hey,
Hit the
listen,
like
the
button.
best yak I ever had, nigga, came from a woman that had about 7 kids, nigga. Exactly.
That's because her shit already felt like Disneyland.
Nigga, nah.
Nigga talking about it was a bet. I bet it was. Just like you can smell cookies coming out that motherfucker. Motherfucker had glitter on it.
Was. A
It was
nigga was in
perfectly.
there.
Listen,
It was
gang.
a nigga in there. It was a little nigga in
It was
there.
backwood smoke coming out of it already.
Y'all can talk all that jazz all y'all want, my nigga. But now I'm gonna tell you like it is, bro. They
You said there's a little nigga
more
in there
children she
smoking
got, the better
backwood.
the yacht. And I ain't even capping, nigga.
And
That's
it
all.
tastes
Yeah,
like
that yak.
it tastes like fruit snacks.
Hell yeah, nigga. Capri Sun and I'm drinking her Capri Sun juice, nigga. How about that? With a straw, nigga. With a straw, nigga.
That
He
yak
said
so
with the
good.
straw.
That yak so good. It's a little nigga in there smoking a backwood. That nigga
For
That's
real.
stupid.
disgusting.
A little pinner though, a little small one. Not like so look.
Listen, I can't even listen. It's to the point with me, bro. I can't even pretty much date no woman unless she got a child, because I know that yak is better.
You know
Better.
that yak done been it done been opened up, huh?
It's been around the world and yeah.
It's been blessed by it's been blessed by the hands of God, nigga.
That boy said you got 10 kids, it's oozing with love, huh?
Oozing, nigga. Oozing,
That boy
gang.
PB, you know what? If they hear you say that, a whole coalition will come around you and rally behind you. Like, tell them, you know what? I'm gonna clip that part. The more kids you got, the better the yak is.
He said it's oozing with love.
It's oozing with love.
Nigga,
It's oozing with yeast
the yacht juice
infection.
tastes
Nigga.
like Capri Sun, nigga. I swear to God, nigga.
And the messed up part about it is if I sit here and think about it, the one that I had the best with had the most kids.
I'm telling you, it's a true given fact.
But hey,
man, my name wasn't Playboy Rich for nothing, my nigga.
Nah, bro.
Listen, man.
That's because she got the most practice.
I'm Eddie Murphy on Boomerang, gang.
What was his name?
I forgot that nigga name.
Pulled his card. Marcus Graham.
Marcus Graham, nigga. Call me MG, nigga. I was MG around that motherfucker, gang.
She said, Marcus.
Man, listen, that old lady would have got broke down. He was acting like a goofy on that one. I would have bust her down and broke all her broke. But she didn't have no and she bribed that nigga with no bag, my nigga.
She robbed him with no pistol, no mask.
Hey, she bribed him. He didn't even have a bag, bro. He thought he was gonna be doing something. Boy, she just got that up out, dude, man. Stoned that nigga Willie, gang.
She got that little dick.
She a Willie thief, my nigga. Told him he was finna get up, gang.
Told him he was going, gang.
Remember, she conned that nigga, man.
She said she a Willie thief.
She a Willie thief, my nigga. She stole that nigga Willie, gang.
Hey, you stupid.
All right, so Powerball, Playboy Rich.
Yeah, if you want to talk to Playboy Rich, she gonna tell you straight up, man. Like
Playboy
Mel Gibson,
Rich.
I know what women want, nigga.
The connoisseur of the cooch.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you tell the people self-love? What is self-love? And what we was talking about when it comes to self-love, because baby girl right here is 30-something, she still can spin the block. All she can still spin the block on on her situation, and like you say, up gang. She's still
Man,
young.
you can
Too
pull up
young
with
to
her and make
fight.
everybody tweak, nigga. She still got tweak juice, nigga. She gonna make them
So,
tweak.
so
She's a flex. I give it to her. She a big flex. And that's my work. I made that up. So if you ever hear people saying or girls saying I'm a big flex or whatever, yeah, that's my work. They got that from me.
took
I
it
know I stayed manufacturing the verbals,
in the linguistics.
in the linguistics. I'm a ebonic linguistic, a linguistic in the language of ebonics. But now, yeah, self love gang. Is we talking about female, women, universal? What we doing? Who you want me to explain first?
Well, we was talking about the self love of women.
Okay, well, women. That's interesting, gang, because right now that's the best woman to be trying to get at. You feel me? A woman that's trying to find herself and love herself. She ain't giving up no yuck. You feel me? Remember you was arguing with us on a couple of episodes before when you was like, every woman's a whore. No, me and Freeze was
I ain't
telling you
never
about.
said that, nigga.
Oh God, Freeze! You don't remember when dude was like, man, every woman giving up that yacht, nigga, ain't no woman.
I didn't say
Freeze.
every woman.
Okay, well you was arguing, nigga. Don't make me go find it, bro.
I need you to
Anyway,
go find it.
Freeze, do you remember? Let me just ask Freeze if he remember.
Yeah, that's
Remember
his
Freeze was
thing.
telling him about them women like them top notches that ain't letting nobody smash that
Yeah,
nigga. Yeah,
that's
self
his.
loving women.
I didn't
That's
That's
that.
say
his stance, though.
I didn't say it was all of them. It's 68%,
Oh,
68.2%
he want to
or
pull out
more.
the percentage board. At first, nigga, it was the whole shebang. You
Nah,
feel me?
you
The
ever see a
whole
nigga with
camaraderie. But
six fingers
anyway,
with the middle finger the biggest?
so anyway, them is the best women. Them is the most attractive women to me. You know what I'm saying? The women that's on that self-love shit right now. You feel me? Go to
Yeah.
work, taking care of her children. You know what I'm saying? Or rather pull out her little toy and play with herself before she let a goofy trick her out her yacht. You feel me? So them women right there, salute, shout out. Got to give you your flowers and your roses at the same time because I meet a lot of them women, and you know what I'm saying? They just, like I said, they 100, bro. Them is women you can build with because they didn't already been lied to, killed on mentally, not physically, but mentally and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't been up through there, dragged through the river, sand, and the mud. You feel me, gang? So shout out to them women right there, man. And that's true self-loving. You know what I'm saying? Where you didn't try to work things out with a crooked baby daddy or deceitful husband and stuff and nothing didn't work out, or you just, it don't matter what the situation, you know what I'm saying? You had a child with somebody, you tried to build with somebody, you didn't have a child with them, you might have had a abortion, miscarriage, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? And you stood strong, stood on 10 toes, stood on business and made it out and rearranged things to become a self-loving woman. You feel me? And them women right there, they don't play no games, bro. Like you can't inbox them about shit. They ain't worried about it. They know what's real. They know what's genuine. We
Man,
can't hear you.
what you gotta say, Freeze, before I go in on this self love,
No
self
comment.
self hype, self indulge, self concerned, self
No,
Mm-hmm.
no
self
comment.
conscious.
I agree with how he started, where she needs to be focusing on herself and all of this and that. But he always twisted to make it seem like the girl is right and the nigga's always wrong. What if she just was a fucked up ass bitch and now she's a good woman and she doing her own thing?
Nah, she can't be a
And
fucked up
now she love
bitch.
herself now. What if she didn't love
Now
herself?
you just
But
started a
what I'm just
presidential
saying is,
debate, nigga. You
no,
didn't you
I'm just
just
saying
step up to the
that
podium then, niggas. Talk your
what if
shit,
she
nigga.
what if she didn't love herself 2 years ago?
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? She didn't love herself 2 years ago, and she was the problem.
Teach, nigga. Keep on, nigga.
And
You
and now them 2 years done passed, and she done realized that she was the problem. And now
uh,
she's on some self love, and she improving herself.
yeah. Yeah. I can
Shout
be.
out to them. Shout out to them women too. It ain't always the fuck nigga with the woman, so the woman got to whatever, whatever. Sometimes the woman is the fuck person too. It go both ways.
Okay. Gang.
That's all I'm saying.
And you know what? I'm inclined to 68.2% agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm gonna have to do. Now this is when I turn the motherfucking table. You know what I'm saying? Turn the tables against you, because men are supposed to be natural born leaders. So if your girl fagging off, fucking up, being disrespectful, or any of the things of the sort, you feel me? It's your fault, because you ain't running the ship right. You feel me? You supposed to be the captain of the boat. So if motherfuckers ain't swabbing the deck right and the anchor ain't getting dropped, or you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers ain't screaming ahoy and all that shit, and you know what I'm saying, man overboard. That's what it's gonna be. You know,
Right, but that's what I was talking about for the
somebody
first
gonna
2
jump
years.
ship. Somebody
For the
gonna jump
first,
ship.
but that's what I'm saying. For the first 2 years, the motherfucker wasn't worried about the boat. They was taking the boards out of the ship, trying to build their own,
Facts.
and
And you
and
know
and
what?
trying to sink your ship at the same time as building their own.
Whether they was doing it inadvertently or not, because the whole self-love thing have you thinking about self.
Oh God,
Thinking
man!
about
My
what it
nigga,
is that you should do to uplift yourself, your
my nigga,
self-esteem, and
me and my
because
wife, had this conversation, boy.
hold
That
on,
very conversation, like self love is tricky because when you focusing on yourself, you might separate from the team. Sometimes when you focusing on self, you got to make sure that the team wants you to be a better shortstop. We might not need you to be a shortstop. We might need you to be a better catcher. But in yourself, you want to be a better shortstop, which is not good for the team. So yeah, you become a better shortstop, but you end up getting traded off the team. And then you go to another team and you be like, ooh, so what? Fuck him. I'm better now. I'm good. But you on a different team now. And you watching that other team win. Or you might be on the winning team now. Who cares? But you're not on that team because you was focusing on yourself. So sometimes it's real tricky. So you wanna improve and you wanna be a better person, but at the same time, you wanna make sure that your self-love isn't separating you from the person that you love.
Basically, the bottles. It basically it boils down to this: motherfuckers. If you're not in the same boat, you're gonna drift apart, man. I can't explain that. That's my work too. So if you ever hear somebody saying that, man, they got that from Right Chill, man. Nigga, motherfuckers being canoes, my nigga.
But what
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you is the reason why they be in different ships is because they be done took the wood from your ship.
Hey man, shut your
They
nose off
didn't
ass
they
up, man.
didn't know they didn't know nothing about a ship or none of that. You went and you rescued these motherfuckers. You found them on a deserted island. You done
This nigga,
rescued
bro.
these
This nigga
motherfuckers,
said you
man.
rescued them or castaways.
Cat, and then you put them on your ship, and then you look up, and these motherfuckers is taking your ship apart, building canoes. That's why
And
they
now your
cast
shit
away.
sinking. You wonder why your ship's sinking because they didn't pull it out the bottom of your shit.
Man, and they drifting away. And they gonna end up back over there shipwrecked. And then they gonna catch another nigga and do the same thing, and it's a cycle.
Man, y'all crazy, gang. Y'all.
okay.
Nah, real talk.
So what I want to do is, first off, I want to define self-love, because self-love is not only like self-explanatory as we're describing it here, but self-love is a whole movement. Self-love is an agenda. Self-love is part of the new age theology, if you will. It's almost like a religion. Like women are saying to themselves, and I'm using women because I rarely hear men say they're self-love, and I'm using self-love.
They do. They just
I don't
use
hear
different words.
I don't hear dudes say that.
They
I say
do,
I'm
So,
but
high
they
on
just use
myself.
different words.
I say I've been
that's
saying
fine.
I'm
Hold
high
on,
on myself.
hold on. That's fine. But all I'm saying is, with defining self-love comes that whole I'm independent, everything's about self. How can you be selfless in a relationship when you're selfish?
Yeah, self love. It sounds like some. If that's the new narrative and that's what everybody pushing for, it sounds like the devil did won already.
There you
Well,
go.
well,
There you
no,
go.
you can't say that, Black.
Yes, you
You
No,
can.
can't say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
No,
Yes, you can. Yes, you. I
Hold
don't
on,
care
hold on,
what.
hold on,
Hey,
hold on. I'm gonna
I
let you
don't
go,
care.
Freeze.
I don't care
But
what
I'm gonna let you go,
nobody
Freeze.
say. If that nigga just said that's what everybody pushing for and voting for, okay? Self love. So God say be selfless. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So if the world pushing for self love and you want to just look in the mirror and be mirror, mirror, who
on the
on the wall,
wall.
who is the throatest of them all? You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, then gang, the devil has already won because I'm one of the most selflessest persons out there, my nigga. Like people probably think, oh, if you don't know me, you probably think I'm selfish, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying, or he high off himself. Like as I've been saying, yes, I am. But at the same time, I love you as much as I love myself because I'm a God-fearing man, and that's what I've been taught as a child, you know what I'm saying, through the dear Lord's prayers and teachings, my nigga. So Black just brought to my attention. I ain't know that's what everybody was on. I mean, I do hear it, and it kind of makes sense now that motherfuckers be saying, I'm learning how to self-love. This is myself, I. Where's the we at?
Right. And I'm gonna let you go, Freeze. But all I want to say is this: it's amazing, PB, because to hear you say that, because when we were talking about this, I reserved my. Because remember, I told you I'm gonna have a different opinion, but as I described it to you, then you kind of understand it. I'm gonna define how the world is defining this self-love thing, but I do want to hear what you got to say, though, Freeze.
I'm logging off, my nigga.
Because he's the devil's
No,
advocate.
no, because he's the devil. Because he said I
No,
can't say
I'm gonna
that.
tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is the foundation of all of my conversations. Go back and watch all the videos. I've been saying this. And I even told you this last week, the last time we was on, when I told you, yo, God is who separated everybody up with self-personal relationships with God. So everybody is loving themselves. Everybody is praying to their own God. Everybody is
No,
doing they self.
no, no,
Everybody.
no.
For real. That's what
No,
everybody is doing.
my God,
That's why I said you can't say that.
I absolutely can. I
You
absolutely
can't say
can.
that.
I
No.
absolutely can. If you allow me to say what I'm gonna say is this. First of all, my God that we talking about is not a God of division. He's not trying to
Yes, he
divide
is.
every.
Yes, he does.
Allow me to finish, because I can give you an examples where that's not true.
I can give you examples where it is.
Because you're saying that he separated everybody, like you're acting like he went around and said y'all gonna be here and y'all
The
gonna be there.
Tower of Babel. The
That's not
Tower
that's
of Babel.
that's not what happened.
When they
That's not
tried
what
to
happened.
reach it, hey, when they
People
tried to
did
When,
spin
that.
his block, hey, they
People
tried to
did
spin
that.
God's block, my nigga. They
nigga,
tried.
Christianity done fought so many wars all through history. My nigga, God destroyed cities, all types of shit. Man, stop
Okay,
that, bro.
and so what does that got to do? What does that got to do with
Separation,
self love?
man. That's about separation.
We're talking about individual self love. You're
Yes.
talking.
So
Hold
that's what I'm
on.
saying. Go ahead.
All I'm saying is this: you're taking a situation where you're talking about groups of people. We can address that, but
No, I'm
that's not
not.
you.
No, I'm not.
You
No,
just
I'm
said
not.
you just said that he separated people. That's what you said.
That ain't we was just talking in example way. That ain't what I said. What I said is the foundation of my whole conversation since we've been on this has been about unity. And we can't have unity because the things that they give us to empower us is the very things that we use to divide us.
Okay,
So I
stop,
said,
stop, stop, stop. So who is they?
whoever gave you Christianity, whoever gave niggas Islam, whoever gave niggas Jehovah
No,
Witness,
no.
whoever
All
gave
those are
niggas
different. Those are
all
not.
that's what I'm
Those all are.
saying.
Those
That's
all
what
aren't the
I'm
same.
saying. No, that's what I'm saying. All of those are different. So when you go into a black house, I said this on the last podcast. When you go into a black house, the 68%, when you go into the 68% house, nigga, the grandma is a Christian. One of her sons that's in prison is a Muslim. The daughter is holiness.
So
Her
what does that
sister,
got
her
to do
cousin
with?
is just because the very thing that they give us to empower us is the thing that they give us for self-love. The thing that we find for self-love, somebody found Christianity. Somebody
No,
found Islam.
nobody
Somebody
found
found
Christianity.
what? Well, then, however they discovered it, because it didn't come find them. You gotta seek and you shall find. Ain't that what the word say?
No, y'all, you
The
don't take a
word said.
sentence. Don't take a sentence and then try to apply it to
But I'm
everything because
just
it don't
saying the
apply
But
to
word.
you, I
everything.
It
think.
say
Listen,
All I'm
hold
it
on,
saying is
say
man.
this.
faith without
Hold
works
on,
is
hey,
dead, my
Oh my
nigga.
Black.
God.
I think you're getting him misunderstood when he say they
How? When I
found.
even been able to
Hold
explain
on,
what I'm thinking?
hold on. Listen, I said when he's saying they found, he talking about like say, okay, a child is born and then he grows up and then he found Christianity or he found Islam. He not saying.
Okay,
My
If
nigga,
okay,
you,
why do you think
I
people
get
call
that.
themselves getting
black
saved?
thinking about
Why do they
Christianity was
call
not
themselves
found.
getting saved?
Look,
Why do they say they getting
so
saved?
stop. You
You
asking
not
a bunch
getting
of questions,
saved
but
if
you
you
won't
ain't
allow me to
lost.
say nothing. You can't keep adding on your points and then not allow me to address the
Man, my
point as you
point is
bringing them up.
already made. My
No,
point is
they're
already
not.
made.
They're not. You can't be having a,
What do you
what?
mean?
You don't need nothing from me then? You just want to say that?
It's
Nah,
each one teach one, fellas. Each one
I
teach
just
one.
stand on.
All except for one and
Because
one
what
for
you're
all.
saying is because what you told me was I can't say that because my God has separated all these different
He
people with
has.
all these different
He has.
religions.
He has.
First of all, my God did not tell other
What
people
you
to be up.
believe in then?
Bro, come on,
What kind
man.
of church you
Come
go
on.
to?
Can I get the sentence out?
What kind of church you go to?
Y'all niggas tweaking.
What
Can
do
I
you
get my
believe in?
sentence out? Can I get my sentence out before you
Go
ask
ahead.
more questions?
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is my God does not say, hey, y'all go be this and y'all go be Muslim and some of y'all be Christian and some of y'all be Buddhist. My God doesn't do that. So why are you saying that? That's a question to you. Why are you saying that?
Each one teach one.
Because like I said on a podcast the last time we was on here, grandma been praying to that God. And he ain't been able to stop uncle from being Muslim. He ain't been able to stop
That's not
Amy
his
from
job.
being Jehovah. Okay, all right.
That's not
That's
his
fine.
job.
So whose
Because you
job is
have
it?
free will. That's why when you sit here and say, my God makes people
That's
do
fine.
stuff, my God doesn't make anyone, my God doesn't even make me choose himself.
I know. That's your choice.
So when you make those comments, I'm
That's
like,
your
that's
choice.
contrary because
No, it's not.
God is the opposite of self-love, of what this self-love is.
I disagree.
Well, my God
God,
is.
God is a jealous God. He said he's the alpha and the omega. He's the ultimate self-love. Fuck you talking about?
No, he's not. He never said
You
that. Where
can't
you
put
get that
nobody.
self-love? You're
What
throwing
do you
in
mean you can't
self-love.
put nobody? How can you put? I'm talking about if I'm speaking from the
Bro.
perspective of God, based on what I've
Nah,
read in the book.
hold on,
God
man.
is a jealous God. God
Hold
ain't letting
on.
you worship
DB.
nobody else.
All right. So you made the point. God is a jealous God. If God was so selfish, why would he allow his son to die for everybody else's sins then if he was so selfish? If God was so selfish, right? God could just destroy everything like you mentioned before and just start all over, right? Because he's
No,
omnipotent. He could do
I
whatever
don't.
he wants.
But that's what you believe. I don't believe that.
So stop talking about my God and when I'm telling you what me and my God believe and you're telling us that it's not true.
No,
You
because
can't say that.
because I'm well schooled in your belief.
Not well enough.
That's why I don't
Well
believe it.
drinks.
Let me
Because it
tell you
ain't
No,
on
that's
this.
why
him.
I
Let
don't
me tell you
believe it.
something. Let me tell you something.
No,
If
you
you
don't have
ask
enough
me,
information.
if you ask
Nah.
me, God read an experiment one day, right? He told Abraham, march your son up to this little mountain, and I want you to sacrifice your son for me in the name of God. You
For
feel me?
me. He
So
said,
Yeah.
do it for me
so
because he has self-love. He
Because
didn't
he's
say do it
selfish.
for nobody else
okay, so can I finish my
because he's
thing?
selfish.
So Abraham is frightened, distraught. That nigga don't know what. He got anxiety. He frustrated. He angry. He sad. He whatever. You know what I'm saying? He marching his son up here knowing he got to sacrifice him for God. Even his son is terrified. Like, Dad, why you walking this up here and nobody else is around? And it's getting kind of like, it's getting kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? It's looking kind of like real gruesome around here. Like, why are we hiding up here? You know what I'm saying? You got that knife in your hand. And ain't this where we sacrifice lambs at? There ain't no lamb. What's going on? So the whole time, father and son terrified. And then when he getting ready to take the life of his son, and it was Abraham's only son, God stopped him. So I think God was like, okay, if Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son in the name of God, I need to sacrifice my son in the name of mankind.
That means he was selfless.
Yeah.
Abraham was selfless.
Yes, he
Now,
was.
if Abraham was about self-love, he would tell God to go jump in the river.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna kill my only son for you. You tweaking.
I'm not gonna do nothing.
You tweaking. Yeah,
it's not even
because
about my
he's
only
thinking
son.
about
If I'm
himself.
selfish,
I'm gonna die
I'm not
if I
giving
don't
up
follow these
nothing.
missions.
Why does
That's
God?
Freeze has a point. He said
it can be looked at both
he was
ways.
being self. He said if he didn't do it, he was gonna
His
be damned
wife
to
didn't
hell.
want him to do it. His wife, he was arguing with his wife and going
So
against her
what?
because he was standing on principle.
So
His
God
wife
was
Because of
ain't no
what he
God.
believed.
So God was creating domestic violence as well.
Man,
Y'all go somewhere
separation.
with all
He
that.
was creating
All right.
separation.
And that's another topic. Let's get back on this.
He was
He
creating
wasn't creating no
separation.
Yeah, he was
Hey,
creating
we sick, bro.
separation. You want to know what the separation is? If you want to say God is selfish, okay, he
is kind of selfish, gang. Come on, he is. He said, "Don't praise nobody but him."
Bro, why? All right, go ahead.
Hold on. Let me say something. Y'all been talking the whole time.
I was the one talking.
I'm
As soon as
just
I
saying,
get a sentence out, I can't finish what I'm saying. Like, for real.
bro. Y'all been talking for like 20 minutes. I've just
Y'all-
been listening.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Let him say what he got to say. He frustrated.
No, it ain't I'm frustrated. It's that how can y'all keep refuting what I'm saying and I don't even get out what I'm saying? Like y'all, like as soon as I
Because
say,
it's like you're not hearing
you're
what
doing
he
it right
said.
now.
It's like you're not hearing what he said.
All I'm saying is, as soon as I say something like, well, God didn't say that because in this situation, wait, and then well, how about this time? Well, how about that? Like, let me get my shit out first and let's address that. And then you can say, okay.
Hey, Freeze, he mad at us because we fast gunners, nigga. Learn how to shoot your 6 shooters,
because
nigga.
you can't have a fluid conversation that way. One,
Man,
two, it's
make
hard
your
for
point.
me to edit the videos
Make
like
your
that,
point,
and it's
man.
hard for
Make
people
your
to hear
point.
what we say.
Hey, man, pull out
Okay,
your
make your
over.
point, bro. You don't got to spend
Freeze,
5 minutes
Freeze, we
complaining.
got
Make your point.
Hey, we got 6 shooters. He got a musket, man. Hurry up and put the powder in there and load your shit up, nigga. 3 Musketeers ass nigga. This nigga back here. This nigga got the first pistol ever made where you got to put the powder in there, spit the bullets in there, and then go like this, and then light the thing, and then aim, and wait for the fuse to get to the powder. Come on, gang. We listening.
No, go ahead.
No, what I was saying though, Black, is like Freeze has an interesting point, man. Then we need to get back, you know what I'm saying, to what we, to mankind. But speaking on God, man, he is kind of selfish, man, with the acts. Like, so if I was like, say I was the king of the world, right? And I told y'all better not praise no other king on this planet. Y'all better do this, y'all better do that. If you do, I'm gonna wipe out your town, I'm gonna flood your nations. You feel me? I'm going to do this and that because you don't want to just praise me. Y'all would call me selfish and a dictator. But Black, you also have an interesting point too as well, is because you said, well, how could he be selfish and all that if he gave his only son up and sacrificed him for all mankind? Y'all both, if you ask me, y'all both correct.
Even in what you just said, God does not want you to serve other gods, not just for his own selfish reason, as you want to call it. Everything my God does has grace built into it. Let me give you an example why that's not just selfish on his part. God says, follow him because he's the truth, the way, and the light. So then that way you don't find yourself outside of his will. So then that way you don't end up burning in hell forever because you didn't want to believe in him, not because he wanted to send you there. So that's the most selfless act, to sit there and tell you, hey, don't go doing these things because that'll have you dead forever. That's not selfish. Being selfish is holding on to the information, letting you find out for yourself, and then so you can blame everybody else but yourself.
Yeah, but still, y'all both.
That's what he do. No, that's what he do.
Listen, like I'm gonna say this again. God is like a little kid with an ant farm, bro. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah,
God
but how could you say God is a little kid with an ant farm and not say that he's not an arrogant dude?
No,
from the first,
what I'm telling you, You're not getting you missing my point. A little kid with an ant farm. I'm just saying, God is like a little kid with an ant farm. Like he watching and controlling everything. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like he's
God is not controlling everything.
Oh my
I know
God.
he's not control.
And I think that's why I think that's a point that it's like a pivot point, because I understand what you're saying, PB. He's looking over just like the little kid.
He controls everything.
He can also,
if you don't believe God, hold on, man. If you don't believe God controls everything, you can make your point right now. But if you don't believe God controls everything, then you don't believe in the God I believe in.
That could be true, but all I'm saying is you're saying like, okay, God could put things into the environment to change it up and whatever and whatnot. Like he does have his hand on it like that, but God is not sitting there. Every ant on there, he controlling what they do. He not doing that.
No, I'm not saying that, because listen, he gives you free will. So
exactly.
That's a little kid with an ant farm is watching his little free willers. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta peep though. From my perspective, back what you just said, Black, the free will is the arrogance. Like I got the answers to the test. I set the test up. I got the answers to the test. Follow me, and I'm gonna show you the way to the answers to the test. But you got to find them yourself. And if you don't find them, and if you don't rock with me, then you're gonna go to hell.
Hey, listen. Let me hit him with this one, Freeze. Let me hit him with this one, Black.
Wait, how can? Go ahead.
Black, because it's coinciding with what this nigga
I'm gonna
just
answer
said.
that question for him.
I'm gonna spit the same venom to you. So look, Black, you got twin sons. All right, you got twin sons, and somebody tells you, hey, like say your neighbor or whoever, somebody else that's not in your family tells you that one of your sons, the firstborn twin, is better than the secondborn twin.
If what? Who says that?
Like if he tells you basically like this, bro. He tells you like one of your sons, one of the twins, only loves you because you take care of him or whatever, whatnot. And the other twin, basically this is what I'm saying. Okay, you got two twin kids, bro, and then somebody tells you they only love you because of what you do for them. You know what I'm saying? Like you feed them, you clothe them, you take care of them. If you stop doing that, they're gonna stop loving you. So they basically telling you don't feed them, don't clothe them, don't give them no clothes, don't take care of them, and watch how they turn on you. So, are you gonna accept that challenge, or are you gonna tell him to go fuck himself?
Who is this somebody we talking?
It don't matter. They just told you your kids only love you because you house and you feed them and clothe them.
I'm not gonna let somebody tell me about my kids. And even if my kid decide to turn his love on me because
I didn't ask you that. I said, would you accept the challenge?
Bro, let me answer the question.
That's not the answer. I said yes or no.
Bro, let me answer the question. Because I don't understand the question that you're saying, and so I'm gonna answer.
Somebody told you.
Let me answer the question.
No, you're not. You said you don't understand it. Let me explain it again.
Let me answer the question though before you.
How you gonna answer a question you don't understand?
If you listen, you might find out because I might answer it.
I don't want no.
Because I have some level of competence in what you're saying.
I want a yes or no question. Would you allow somebody?
I don't know.
So you willing to starve your kids to see if he's right?
I don't know. It depends on who somebody is.
Your neighbor.
No.
So you're not gonna play games with him?
No, I'm not gonna I'm not even gonna entertain a conversation with my neighbor like that.
Okay. So basically, that's what God did.
No, that's what y'all God did? That ain't what my God did.
That's what God did. The devil told him that mankind only loves him because he takes care of him. And he said, let me turn them against you. Let me turn them against you. And let me go down there and stir up some shit so I can turn them against you. That's the whole game between God and the devil.
Okay, that's what you think the game is?
No, it's not what I think, it's what I know.
All right. Okay, so he let the devil come down here and stir it up, and then what? Then what happens after that?
It's a game between It's a tug of war between God and the devil. The devil said, I can make them do this. I'm going to tempt them with cars, clothes, and glitz and glamour.
So who wins this war?
If you ask me, at the rate it's going now, the devil is winning.
No, I'm not. I didn't ask you who is winning. I'm asking who is going to win the war.
God is going to win the war no matter what. So
it's not really a tug of war at all then.
It is a tug of war because God, like I said, now you just prove God is selfish again. Because you just said it.
Y'all niggas is amazing, bro. I don't understand how y'all can let me respond to what y'all saying and y'all can draw inference to what the fuck I'm thinking without letting me telling y'all what the fuck I'm thinking. This shit is amazing to me.
Because bro, the way you think is incorrect.
Because you're using this analogy. I can use an analogy with that same analogy that you had. Let's use Job. For those that ain't in the Bible like that, Job. No, it's Job. Job. There was an actual test between Satan and Jesus and God. Hey, the only reason why he's faithful to you is because you bless him so much. And he was like, no.
And so he killed his children, took his wives away.
Why? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just making you get to the point.
No, I don't make you get to the point when you talking. I let you just say all that what you were saying. Matter of fact, I'm trying to answer the Freeze question, but you threw in some other shit. Bro. I'm just saying there's an example in the Bible, my Bible, which my guy.
So you think God was cool for that?
Was God cool for what? For allowing the devil to tempt him?
And killing his children.
Bro. So you said for allowing him to tempt him.
He's saying the story, right? Job had 10 children. The devil killed him. God allowed it. So you saying that's cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what happened after all that?
God gave him 20 children. But what about
what are you talking about?
Freeze,
so what are you talking about? No, but that ain't
all.
But that ain't all. Why won't you let me say what I gotta say? What else did he give him?
Okay, all right. Let's say everything he took and then everything he gave him back.
My God,
he took 10 children. He took 10 wives. He took 100 acres of land. He took all his money, right, and killed all his livestock, right, and then he doubled it. Everything got doubled. He got it back in double. But Freeze, would you rather have 20 new kids or would you rather have your 10 kids that you lost?
I'm a answer that. But Black, finish, man. Go ahead.
No, just you go ahead and answer that question because the way you're framing that question is
no.
Because it don't even matter.
Don't talk that lawyer shit over here, bro.
Yeah, but it don't even matter. It don't even matter about the question. Like we were talking about self-love. And even in the story of Job, God is proving the ultimate self-love, nigga. You gotta sacrifice everything you love for me, nigga.
It's the opposite
you
of
finna
that.
go through. Job had to go through all of that suffering. He was in the belly of the whale, all of that. He went through all of that suffering to prove his love and to prove his dedication to God. And then God blessed him with the shit when it was all over. He went through leprosy. He went through all types of shit to prove to God that what I'm saying is, my point in that is, through that time, God is showing the ultimate narcissism, like love, nigga. You gotta prove your love to me, nigga. And then hold on though. Then at the same time, Job is showing the ultimate self-love because he knows that if he's obedient and he stands on what he believes in, at the end, he gonna get blessed. So
Job
that's the ultimate. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hold on though. Let me explain myself though. No, he's not. He's showing the ultimate self-love to God in his devotion. Nigga, he's sacrificing everything because he believes.
That's not self-love.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't.
My nigga. It's the ultimate self-love to be selfless. Hold on, though.
Self-love would mean he would do what was in his best interest, not God.
Thank you.
He did do what was in his best interest. He knew that. He knew that he had to stand on his faith and stand in his belief, and that was in his best interest.
Nah, self-love. If he was in self-love, he
What
wouldn't
was
have let
in
his 10 he wouldn't have let his he
no
wouldn't have allowed his 10 children to die.
no
He would have. As soon as his wife said curse God, he would have cursed her.
He would
Cursed
have
you.
cursed him. Yeah.
no, because
he would have cursed him.
it even go back to the story when you were speaking of Abraham. When Abraham was going to go kill his son, his wife and the people was like, nah, don't do that, nigga. But he had to stand on, nigga, he got to stand on his,
Bro.
when you
So he
go
was
against
being
the
unselfish.
grain,
Exactly.
he was being,
selfless.
I disagree. I look at it totally different. I think he was being selfish because he was standing on his personal beliefs. Even when
He
Noah
didn't
built the
go off his
ark,
personal belief.
even when Noah built the ark and people was laughing at him, like all of
That's
every
not
one of
his.
these niggas, when Moses stood on his principles and went against everybody to go defy Pharaoh, like all of these niggas got to have the ultimate confidence and love in themselves in
That's why
order to have this
No.
kind of faith and
that's why
belief
they
in
say
God, my nigga.
that's why people don't like to talk religion, because that shit'll go on forever, nigga.
No, it's not even about that. It's just about
No,
like
I'm just talking about nigga, that religion shit, boy.
like
That ain't
but I'm not even talking about religion. I'm just talking about the topic of
we all
self-love.
is. We all talking about it.
Yeah, but
Nigga.
I'm not even talking about, but listen to what I'm saying though, bro. I'm not even talking about religion. I'm just talking
Listen,
about
Job and
I'm talking
Abraham
about
was
the
showing
levels. Yeah, but I'm talking
unselfish.
about the levels that people are with. Like my nigga, it's like a woman telling you, I don't need no man. I got Jesus. My nigga, you gotta love yourself to the ultimate to just love something that you ain't never seen before.
Nah.
That's
Yeah,
that's all that's all
hold on,
coming
hold on,
from
hold on, hold
inside
on,
of
hold on,
you.
hold
That's
on, hold
all
on,
coming from inside
hold
of
on,
you.
hold on. Make that last statement you just made about loving something that you ain't seen before. Say that again.
Something you ain't never seen before. You gotta have the ultimate
Hold on.
belief and love in yourself for
No,
Moses to go
no,
to a bush and to
no.
get
Hold on,
enlightenment from a bush. For
bro.
somebody else to go to some
I love
water.
you to
For
death. You already
somebody
know I
else to
Hold
side
go
on,
with
to a
you on
hold on.
rock.
Let me.
everything,
Can I say this?
but I
Because you
can't
said,
side with you on that one.
no. First of all, God Himself tells you you can never love me if you don't love the person I put right next to you.
Exactly.
So you could never
It's a
love
sin.
me.
It's called pride. It's one of the
What are you
deadly
talking
sins.
about? I'm
To
not
love yourself so much, self-love, that is called pride, my nigga. That's one of the deadly
Exactly.
sins.
y'all missing what I'm
So
saying.
no.
Y'all
I ain't
missing
missing
y'all
what you're
missing
saying. I'm
totally
listening.
You're
what I'm
saying the
I
saying.
got
opposite
2
of what we're
ears.
saying. You're saying the
Nah, you
opposite.
missing totally what I'm saying.
No,
Y'all
you're
missing
saying.
totally what I'm
So
saying.
let me say something then. You just said that God wants you to love Him. Somebody you didn't say you never seen. You saying you have to have the ultimate self-love in order to do that, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying self-love, confidence, belief. You
All
gotta
that.
have,
Is
you
that what
gotta
you
be,
said?
you gotta have all of that in
Yes, you can put
yourself.
every
You gotta
adjective you
have
can
all
think
of that
of.
in
Yeah.
yourself
And what
in
I'm
order to
telling you,
stand on your beliefs and
and
stand
what
on
I'm
your
telling
faith.
you is, the God that I love and serve, even in the book that He has, says you can never love me if you can't love a man next to you. So that cannot be the ultimate self-love.
I didn't say don't
Listen.
love
God
the man next
says
to you.
this.
I didn't
You
say
can't
that.
love Him if you don't love thy enemy, nigga.
I didn't say
That's
that.
true
I didn't
too.
say don't love your enemy. I didn't say that
No,
either.
he didn't say you said that. But that's
So
just an
listen.
example
Right.
of what you're saying is can't be accurate because you cannot say you have self-love and love Him when He got all these things next to you that you
So
can
you
see
saying,
and you
so
and
you
you
saying, so you saying the people who love God to the fullest don't love themselves?
yes, exactly. Because you have to die to yourself. Because we're so
You
degenerate.
have to sacrifice everything that you love, bro. And that's
So,
yourself.
Exactly.
so who do you sacrifice it to?
What do you mean? Who do you sacrifice it to? To
To your
God.
who holds you accountable every day? Who holds you accountable every day? You
God, the
do,
Holy
don't you?
Spirit, the Word,
You
God.
do.
No, don't answer the question for me. The
Listen,
personal, because if I hold myself accountable, I wouldn't.
So
Just like a
God
listen,
nigga.
talk. So
listen,
so
bro.
so when you
Here's an
doing
example of a person that loves themselves, but then will get like to not be selfish, bro. Listen, if I have the last, I got a hamburger, right? And I love this motherfucker, and I'm hungry, and I'm like, nigga, I got a hamburger, but I see somebody that's homeless, right? And it was like, man, I don't want no money. I just need something to eat. You can help me out. But you got this hamburger you just bought from 20 miles ago. You know what I'm saying? You already ate one, okay? But you still hungry. You want to eat the second one, and you 20 minutes away from that place. And this person right here is homeless, and they hungry, and they ain't asking for no money. They ask you for some food. So you know God is involved. He ain't asking for no money, okay?
Right.
If you love yourself to the point where you say, nigga, hell no, nigga, I'm self-loving right now.
You missed the point.
You
missed my point. What I'm saying is you have to love yourself in order to buy the 2 burgers for yourself.
No.
Okay.
You was already doing what it took to take care of yourself.
But now you have this man in need.
So now help him. But if you never looked out for yourself and had the burgers, when you pulled up on that man, you wouldn't have had nothing to give him.
Okay, but your self-love dissolves once you give that man that burger that you wanted.
What do you mean? It don't dissolve.
Your self-love dissolves.
Because if you had self-love, you would keep it for yourself.
Exactly.
No, that's being selfish.
This nigga want to switch it whenever he want to. So
I'm not. I said the same thing. I keep saying the same thing.
And you keep switching it up. It don't matter if
I
keep
keep saying the same thing.
We can watch it and go back.
I'm standing on the same thing that you gotta have.
That's the good thing about documentations, Black.
That's why they
can always go back and look at the highlights.
I feel you. That's why they say. That's why when you on an airplane, they say put your breather on first.
So
that's why when you always self-preservation. You got to take care of yourself first.
That's not how God works. Not my God. Sorry.
So it goes.
You gotta have a basic. You gotta have a basic.
So the people who believe in God, they not worried about themselves.
Bro, stop asking me these fucking general ass, random ass questions about other shit other than.
I can answer that question
because I'm like, I can answer the question too. But
a person that loves God to the fullest.
No, we went from talking about Black's iPhone to
we talking about self-love.
Man,
that's all we talking about.
You're trying to define something that's
I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just talking straight up. This is what it is. I'm not talking about my faith. I'm not talking about my belief. I'm not talking about what I think my God is.
Ain't nobody say none of that. You don't want to keep adding that shit.
No,
it frees mind a person that is devoted to God and does everything in the good book and live righteously. Is a self-loving person to the fullest. Like he's saying, that's what he's saying. They love themselves to the fullest.
You have to.
Black are saying.
And what I'm telling him is that ain't true.
Me and you, Black, are saying that same person, that same individual, is not a self-loving person. And
exactly.
That's what I'm on. That's what I'm on with you, Black.
Exactly.
I don't know many of those.
The thing about it is, I understand why you see it that way, but I'm telling you what the word says. You're a scholar of the word.
I'm telling you about everything that happened in the book.
No, you're pulling out little scenarios in the book.
Every story. We can go through every story. We can go through every story.
No, you ain't gotta go through every story. You can go to the story that directly talks about that particular thing.
In the first page, God told Adam and Eve, nigga, only do what I tell you to do. And when they went against his rules, he kicked them out the garden.
No, he didn't kick them out simply because they did. Bro, you keep missing shit. You want to
We can go from the beginning all the way to the end. Every time people do what he say don't do, he tears some shit up.
I can't tell him. I don't know, gang. That's all I'm gonna say is I don't know, gang. We done already proved the point. Freeze believe what he believe, and we believe what we believe. I'm gonna respect his belief.
I'm not even saying what I'm saying is I'm not even saying what I believe. That's what the book says.
But no, it's not what the book says.
That's not my belief.
You keep trying to say that's what the book says, and every time I tell you where it don't say that,
your belief is this is your belief.
What I'm saying.
Because
it ain't no because of shit. Just have enough respect for me to let me finish what I'm saying.
Man, I told you to go ahead and say it. Say what you're trying to say.
When I start talking, when I get 5 words out,
I'm being quiet. Go ahead.
Whatever, bro.
I'm being quiet. Go ahead.
This could turn into a little clubhouse argument.
Like, go ahead. Show me.
I was in a clubhouse argument.
I'm just saying. Tell me how
shouldn't
your
even be that.
God ain't tearing people ass up who go
Yeah,
against
all
it.
right. Yeah, well.
Well, I thought we already made the point that Freeze believe what he believe, and we believe.
It's not a belief. It's not my belief.
See,
That's what the book say.
You're taking what he just said out of context.
That's not my
All
belief.
he said
Okay,
is, you
his
stated your
opinion.
position. He
His
said
opinion.
you stated your position.
Freeze's opinion is what he's.
That's not my opinion.
It's not.
What
It's
the
not
book
the Bible.
say.
It's not the opinion of the Bible I read. I don't care what you say.
No. You're giving me an opinion of what the Bible
bruh.
says. But in the Bible, what I'm saying is every time somebody went against God, he tore their ass up in that book.
No, that's not true. That's what you took out of it. That's
when
not
did
true.
he not?
Because if he did, nigga, the whole world would be dead right now. What are you talking about?
When did
I thought we was talking about self-love.
Hold on. What does the word grace mean then if that was the case?
When did he not tear this world up? And every time, and what do people say every time somebody died? God called them home.
Yeah, all right.
All I'm saying is
so Freeze. Define self-love then, sir.
This is gonna be funny. Go ahead.
In the 68% definition.
68
in God's definition.
No, don't start that shit.
My definition.
No. Define it.
Definition?
No, I don't need no. What is
your
definition? What is your definition?
Freeze version. We want the freeze version. Nobody else.
My definition of self-love is the ultimate love for God and the sacrifice to hold yourself accountable, to be accountable, to walk in the walk of God every day.
That sounds like an unselfish person.
No, it's not. Because you got to hold yourself accountable. Come over here and make sure you praying. God ain't finna pull up on you and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay, so
you gotta love yourself enough to choose that you want to be saved.
Okay, you keep saying that, and I promise you I understand that. So your definition is somewhat in line with what the rest of the world is saying, the 68.2. So it's not that you're wrong if you're talking about that, but then when you start talking about the Bible says, nigga, that ain't what the Bible says, the opposite of what the whole world over here talking about. Because everybody talking about this self-love is a direct portal between me and God, and I'm just gonna exalt him and that's it. And God telling you, how can you do that? And you don't even know how to treat the people around you. How is that? How can you say you love me, but can't love my creation? How can you say you love me, but don't follow my word?
Ain't that what I just said?
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. Because I'm gonna tell you the difference between what I said and what you said. You leaving out the people. You talking about
no, I'm not.
Hold on, your definition just was it didn't say nothing about nobody else. It said everything about you and God, and that's it.
Exactly. Because you gotta hold the people ain't coming to hold you accountable.
People don't hold each other accountable. Why you think everybody keep talking about we need to hold women accountable? We don't even hold ourselves accountable.
I hold myself accountable.
How? So what? So what accountability did you hold for us not going live then on a consistent schedule? What's your accountability level? I'll tell you what my accountability.
When I go to sleep, I go to sleep. Hold on. I take full accountability for the things I do.
Hold on. I'll tell you what my accountability level is. All I'm saying is, fuck the reasons why. What was the answer to the accountability? Because I understand the reasons.
No, that is the answer to the accountability.
Having a rationale for it?
No, I got 14 kids and I got bills and I got shit that come way before doing this on time.
So there is no accountability to this.
No, there is none when it comes to that. When it comes up against that.
Right. So
when it comes up against that, this is out the window.
That's perfect, right? So that means accountability is situational.
It's called priorities.
Right, because it's situational, right?
No, it's called priorities.
Because it's situational, right?
No, it's priorities.
Okay. All right.
Just
All right.
like right now, the
Okay.
situation I'm going through, my wife is going through. That, like you say, that's situational. And since she's in that situation, her priorities that got to be handled
So
here.
it's situational.
No, I said that's situational. That
Right.
is situational.
And as long as
But the priorities that I have, these are every day. This is every day.
we
I'm a
get
every
that.
day.
We get that.
This is every day. This isn't situational. This is
Oh,
every day.
so there is no priority to it then.
Yeah, it
Because
comes first.
because
No, there
it,
is no there. You're right. There is no priority to it when it comes to
right.
my to the ultimate priority that I have.
You ain't gotta compare it to nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yeah,
All I need to
that's
know is not a priority.
yeah. It's not when it comes to
Get
my
that.
ultimate priority. Not at all.
Well, nigga, ain't nothing a priority if it's come to the ultimate. I mean, come on, man.
Nothing is. Nothing is when it comes to my family. Nothing.
No, my whole point is this.
Zero.
My
Nothing
whole
is.
point is this. Niggas always want to say that they want to hold shit accountable, which is okay. We could address it. But at the end of the day, if you're going to compare it to your fucking life, then there's no need to even have a conversation about it.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. When you ask why I wasn't
There's no
accountable
need
for
for
coming to the,
accountability.
like, no, not when it comes to my family. It don't even come
No,
close.
no,
Not
no,
at
I'm not.
all.
No, forget. You
Like,
keep
not at
on.
all, nigga.
No,
I can't tell my bills. Oh, I'm being accountable to my
I'm
niggas
not
on this
talking about.
podcast we doing. Nigga, fuck
Right,
that. That's stupid.
right. So when
That's
you say
dumb. I
that we
can't
hold,
be dumb.
so when you say
Like,
we
I
hold each
can't be
other
dumb.
accountable, so when you say we hold each other accountable, we can't hold each other accountable because
Yes,
your
we
life is
can.
your life. Everybody else
Yes, we
different.
can, though. Yes, we can. We can have fines. We can have
Right, and that was
all
the
different
question that I
things.
asked. I'm
We can
like,
have all
okay.
different ways of holding people
So
accountable.
what was the accountability level for that?
Like,
None, right?
nah, because there is no accountability.
I'm talking about even from me, even from PB. It don't matter who it is.
Yeah, because it's like a kid in a class with no rules on the wall.
So being my whole point is being that humans are so up and down and situational, because depending on the situation, it may change. There is a God that is not like that. And he tells you what the rules are, and we can't change those things. Plain and
I don't
simple.
know.
Yeah, you don't know.
I
Because
don't
I
know.
do.
I know. That's why I told you a long time ago, everybody needs to go to your church.
Yeah, they
Because
should.
ain't nobody else in the world
They
figured it
should.
out.
No,
It's people
no,
having
that's you
wars
saying
and all
that.
types of
That's
shit.
you saying that. You saying that.
We
Don't
could
say
turn
I
on
said that.
CNN. Turn on CNN and watch what's
I
happening.
ain't turning on nothing.
Turn
You're
on
saying that,
CNN
but
and
yeah,
see what's
everybody
happening.
do. Yes, they do.
Yeah, they need to pull up. You should give them the address so they can pull up.
I'll tell them the address.
The most selfish being on this,
It's
in this, the most selfish being, the most
www.bible.com.
selfish
King
being.
James Version. Start there. New
Okay,
King James Version.
okay. The
You
most
better
selfish
not.
being, the most selfish being on this planet and in this universe, on this planet is man. Okay,
For
mankind is the
sure.
most selfish being on this planet, and in all the universes, God is the most selfish being. In all, that means everywhere. Earth, Pluto, Mars, God is the most selfish being that I've known. You feel me? But God is the most selfless being at the same time because he gave his only begotten son to us for our sins. Okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Y'all both prove points that are valid. Freeze said God is selfish. I have to agree with that. Freeze saying mankind is self-loving when he sacrifices everything towards God. I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Black on that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm straddling the fence on y'all troops, not in like, you know what I'm saying, y'all beliefs or what y'all theories is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go with the facts. And the facts is that man is very selfish and self-loving to himself, to thyself. A man, shit, a nigga pimp his own mama if she let him, if he had to, and it's been done. If I could think it and I could say it, it's been done. You feel me? So, a nigga rip his own grandmother. You know what I'm saying? If he need to relieve himself. If there's no other woman within 100 miles and his grandmother's there, and I know niggas that, you know, I ain't saying no names, but I know situations where that happened, where a nigga didn't touch his own grandma. That's some self-loving shit. If you call, I mean, I don't know what you want to call it, but that nigga, I don't know, that's nasty. But mankind is very selfish, my nigga, and self-loving. God is selfish and selfless. You feel me? I don't know if I said that right, but you know, God is tricky, man. You know, and he can do that. He can be that way because he created everything. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know, like I said, he a little kid with an ant farm. He'll have a nigga thinking he gonna kill his son and say, "Nah, don't do that. Psych, I was just playing. I just wanted to see if you love me enough." He'll make Job go through all type of trials, the trials of Job, just to see if Job wouldn't curse at him if he lost everything or not. Never mind killing his 10 kids that he can never get back, because God don't bring back people after he take them away. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Only time I heard about that was Lazarus, and Jesus is the one that God gave Jesus the power to bring him back. But you know what I'm saying? Job didn't get that treatment.
Would you give up your oxygen?
And so
for everlasting life?
Freeze, that brings me back to the question I asked you. Would you rather have your 10 children that you had and raised before, or would you rather have 20 more new children?
That depends.
I didn't ask you that. I just said,
no, for real, that depends, because if I'm thinking if I
got 14 children right now.
Yeah, but you gotta but like, but if I put myself, yeah, I understand what you're saying, bro. Like, I understand what you're saying, bro. I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, it depends, because if I'm Job and I know my relationship with God, then I'm a let them kids go, because I know what I'm gonna get at the end.
You're Foster Johnson.
But if I'm Foster Johnson, then no, I'm a keep my kids.
So that should tell you something. That should tell you something, though. That should tell you something, though.
Like,
yeah,
like real shit. Like,
I don't want 20 new kids. I got 11 kids right now.
Yeah, I got the 11. Ones I want to keep the ones I got.
I want to keep the ones I got.
But that's what
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad at God, you know, for not cursing him after because I'm not gonna curse him. I'm gonna be just like Job. But after I get my 20 kids back, nigga, I'm gonna curse him then. Like, nigga, you better build me a motherfucking Mount Rushmore for my children, nigga. I want 10 faces in the mountain, nigga.
I'll pray for y'all, because
you can pray for me. I don't care. It's my right. It's my right. I can be mad at God for that, bro. If not, then he's not a just God.
If he was a just God, every time you had fornicational sex, you would die. Then what? How long would you live?
Hey, man. Shut your goof ass up, gang.
I'm just saying, all of us, though. I'm talking about everybody. I ain't talking about just you. I'm talking about me.
No, I know you ain't talking about me.
I'm talking about everybody out there that want to be like, God is not just. I understand from the emotional aspect. Yeah, I would feel that way. But if I had ultimate faith in God, I'm talking about selfless faith in God, not no selfish, because selfish would say, hey, if you lost all your breath today, but you knew you had everlasting life, would you do that?
Hold on.
My selfish self would be like, can we put that off for a minute? But my selfless self would say, hey, if that's what God say and that's what he want, that's what I'll do. So if God tells me, hey, do these things and these things happen to me, and I say, well, my faith is in God, I'm gonna stick with that. Freeze. That's being selfless.
Watch this.
Yeah, freeze. It's you being selfless, but to your family who right there with you being selfish.
They're not greater than God. Sorry.
Listen,
I know,
Freeze,
but that's what I'm saying.
Nothing else, Freeze. Hold on. Black, you got a son and a daughter, twins again. You tell them, don't go in there and touch my apple pie. That's mine. You can have everything in the house, but don't touch that apple pie. You come home, your daughter got apple pie on her face, and your son got apple pie on his fingers. But you told them this: if you touch my apple pie, y'all got to get out. Get out my house. All right? So you come home and the apple pie is touched. They both ate it. You kicking them out?
Bro.
See, every time I ask a question, I can never get a yes or no.
Can I get an answer? Damn, all I said was one fucking word.
Yes or no? Kicking them out?
Damn. Fuck. Because you asking this illogical ass question because I'm not
It's
a
not
God.
illogical. It's not.
If I was God and I said that, yes. If I'm being Sam, no, I'm not. But we're not talking about Sam the person. We're talking about a God. Y'all keep trying to have this. Y'all keep having this.
So if you were God, yes. I didn't ask that question, bro. I said
answered the question, nigga.
But why you gotta say if I was God? Like, why answer a question and throw something else in there when I didn't ask that?
Same reason why y'all niggas won't let me talk.
No, it ain't the same, nigga. I let you talk. You just you two niggas don't like to answer my question. You just stopped me from talking. Yes or no questions always get reverted to. Well,
no, it's not, man.
But if I repeat myself, no. Hey, man, ask me a yes or no question. I'm gonna say yes or no. Try it. You should do it one day. They say don't trust a motherfucker. You ask a yes or no question, and they don't just say yes or no.
Nigga, who the fuck is that?
Nigga, the world, nigga.
Well, I don't listen to the world. But anyway.
The world is screaming, nigga. I got 2 ears, nigga. I'm gonna do more listening than talking.
I don't listen to the world.
I do. The world is. If you don't listen to the world, nigga, I don't know what you listening to. You listening to the devil.
I told you what I'm listening to.
You listening to the devil. The devil disguises God.
Oh, that's what
I believe that God is. I believe that.
So who's the ruler of the world?
God is the ruler of all the universes. I don't care about who the ruler of the world. If you want to ask who the ruler of the world is, then that's me, nigga. Because it's my shit, nigga. How about that? King of Kings, nigga. I believe that God is you. That all the stories in the Bible are spiritually wars against your own demons. Thank you, Miss Corinne.
Hey, Black, let me ask you a question. And I'm not going to debate.
Just because somebody gives you options, that doesn't mean you have to choose. Yeah. The self-love is in your own in what? Intuition. Your own spirituality. We need to put images and physical things to represent our beliefs. Yeah.
Okay. So
let me ask you a question.
Don't let it be a yes or no one, because you ain't gonna get.
No, it's not a yes or no question.
All right, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It's just a good question. It's not a debate. It's not none of that. It's just a question. I want your opinion on something.
Look at him drinking that water.
When you were just talking, you said like a man who like with God. When you speaking from God's perspective, then it's like a man who of God. Then it's like he's selfless. If he choose to, pass over and do whatever, sacrifice himself, whatever PPR question was or whatever. And I agree with you. He is selfless. I agree with you because I just, and I think this is a better way of, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you a question because this is how I look at it, of selflessness. So he is being selfless and he's being obedient and he's being selfless. But at the same time as he's being obedient and being selfless to his faith, his whatever he got going on, do you think? Because I feel a certain way, and this is where my feeling of selfishness comes in at.
Who is he, Freeze? Who we talking about?
Any man, let's just say Job, Abraham, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, any man, like any great man that was here on this earth, who was led by whatever spirit is leading him and whatever belief and whatever he's being selfless.
Even Jesus himself.
Any person. And he's being selfless and obedient to God.
Mm-hmm.
do you think that he could be perceived as being selfish to the people who loves him when he sacrifices his life? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
I think that's deep.
let me answer the question.
That's at the bottom of the ocean. I don't think
Let me answer the question.
I don't even think your mind can reach that far.
Let me answer the question.
Freeze, you might have fucked him up. He might have a brain fart.
Let me answer the question.
Go ahead.
The answer to that question is yes.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So that
Just
hold on, man.
Thank you for
on,
that,
man.
because that's
that
what my
deep-ass
whole
question,
argument was this whole time.
I know. Freeze, I already knew what you was doing. You was corralling that
My
nigga into the
whole argument was this whole time.
So now can I make a statement now, or do I have to
shut your
wait the
goof
whole?
ass up. I'm out of here, man. This nigga gonna say
You
yes
can
to
make a
that deep
statement. Go
ass.
ahead, bro.
So
That deep
look,
ass
check this
question
out.
got a quick yes. Oh
You can't
my
be
God.
perceived as being selfish
I'm
to
done.
the people outside of
Man, I
God.
ain't fucking with you niggas, man.
But the thing about it is, your faith is in God that He will take care of all those.
I
Because
agree
first
with
of
you.
all, just
No, I
because
agree
you
with
got
that.
people in your family don't mean they're gonna make it to heaven either.
No,
So
I
it
agree.
ain't
I
like
agree. I
everybody
agree
is
with that. No,
saved
I agree
walking
with what you're
around.
saying.
Actually,
I agree
everybody
with
is
that.
degenerate.
No, I agree
So
with
at the
that.
end of the day, you got to ask yourself: do you follow how you feel, self feels, and
No,
listen to the
but that's why I
inspiration of
said
everybody else, or are you gonna go all outside of what you feel and listen to God and what He
no,
tell you,
that's
and go
exactly what I'm
contrary to
saying.
what you
So
may
I agree with
naturally
everything
feel
you
as
just
a
said,
human?
and that's what I was saying. Like I feel, and that's why I said it's selfish. It can. So I'm saying it wrong. So I got to change the way I say it, because when Abraham did whatever he did through his tests or his trials, or when Moses went through his trials, or when Job went through his trials, they were being obedient and selfless to God.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people around them that loved them could perceive them as being selfish because they're standing on business.
Yeah.
Even when Noah was building an ark and they was laughing at him and he was telling them what was about to happen.
No, the coldest one is when Jesus
Right.
was spent this 40 days and 40 nights away, and the devil came and tempted him and said, I'll make you the king of all this, and showed him. He said, I'll
Man,
give you this, I'll give you
took
that.
him to the mountaintops and showed him everything. Like, or
Nigga.
even when Moses was taking the people out of Egypt and they was riding out, and nigga Pharaoh sent his horses out to go get him. He sent like 600 of his great archers niggas or whatever, and he sent his people to go get him. And when they going, nigga, they coming in, they shooting brother Akbar and they shooting this other brother down with the bow and arrows, and the niggas is telling Moses like, my nigga, the fuck you got us doing? And Moses was like, nigga, Moses look up to the heavens and he like, God, my nigga, like, what's going on? And God told Moses, like, nigga, shut up. And if them niggas ain't riding with it, then let them fall off. Keep going. Like, these niggas didn't know the Red Sea was going to open. These niggas was just wandering in the wilderness. They don't know. They got to stand on business. So for the person who's being selfless, who's standing on business, a lot of people around them can perceive that person as being narcissistic. They can perceive of that person as being egotistical. They can perceive of that person as being all types of different adjectives or different things because they standing on business. That's why the average person who like really stand on business about God, I don't care what you believe in, whatever your faith is, if you really stand on business, you're going to get killed or you're going to die. They're going to get you out of here because they're going to get you out of here because you too selfless, like we were saying. But at the same time, they looking around and they looking at you as being selfish, narcissistic, egotistical, all these different words. Because in my opinion, God is a jealous God. He is the Alpha and the Omega. You don't put nothing before God. Nigga, it's stories in the Bible where he told Lot and different people, like, go in there and find this many people that's good. Lot come back and tell God, like, nah, man, it ain't that many people that's good. He like, well, go find this many people. He come back like, nah, my nigga, I can't find that many people. He like, well, just go get one person. They come back like, man, he got like, well, you get out of there and get your family out of there, and y'all get out of there and don't look back, because I'm finna bomb their ass. Like, these are real stories. This is real shit. Like, this type of shit really happened. Like, he's standing on business. Like, and even when this nigga running away, Lot running away with his wife, and they telling him like, nigga, don't turn around, and she like, no, but they hear all this. She like, nigga, you can't turn around.
So she was being selfish in that moment because
Yeah.
the
The reason why
he didn't.
And he could have been selfless and turned around with her and been with, like, a lot of niggas would die with a woman in that moment. They not gonna stand on business.
Yeah, the reason why they did that, the reason why he said that is because he was telling them don't look back. Don't be looking, don't look
look
at
back.
life in the rear view.
So like, think about how many people.
He's saying if you look back, you miss that kind of life. So if you miss that kind of life, I'm gonna turn you into salt.
Right. So think about how many, and that go back to the question we was talking about earlier when we was talking about how like a motherfucker could be a fucked up person 2 years ago, 3 years ago. They could have been a fucked up person.
Salt. I think
2
she was
weeks
just
ago.
a salty woman.
That's crazy. But you could have been whoever you like. For example, I like to say all the time, people who knew me when I was 36, they don't know me. I'm 46. They don't know me. And the people who knew me when I was 26, they damn sure don't know me. And the people who knew me when I was 16, they really don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm evolving as I go. But it's people who just know me from 26, and their whole opinion of me is when I was 26.
when you was an ape, huh? They knew you when you was an
feel
ape.
Me? And that's the stories they be telling each other, man. I remember this, man. That nigga Freeze, they tell a story like it was yesterday.
Then you turned into a Neanderthal. Now you a man.
Man, I evolved, my nigga.
That's the evolution.
Homo
sapien,
Homo sapien, Homo erectus. Like, nigga, it's evolution. But that's crazy because one man's selflessness and devotion to the cause is 9 times out of 10, and the 68% gonna be perceived that as selfishness. Like, think, for example, Martin Luther King kids, right? You don't think his kids grew up feeling like, damn, nigga, like, I don't even get a daddy. Like, daddy was so selfless.
He sacrificed
himself. My daddy was so selfless that I didn't even have one. And we talk about the missing ingredient in the Black family is the daddy.
That nigga sacrificed himself playing with J. Edgar Hoover, nigga.
Man, think about even Gandhi. Gandhi left his family and his kids became all types of weird shit, but he saved billions of people.
That's the ultimate
sacrifice. He saved billions. He was so selfless. But you don't think his kids and his wife feel like, damn, that nigga was selfish. Like, I think it go both ways. Like, the motherfucker who gonna stand on business and be selfless to the point to where God wants you to, then the people around him is the people who gonna suffer the most and feel like that person is like, even think about a preacher who put hours and hours into keeping his church together and doing what he got to do with his church and writing his whatever he got going on and doing whatever he doing and praying for people and doing funerals and doing this and doing. He's so selfless, but he's so focused on his belief and his faith that it's somebody around him who feel like he's selfish. It might be his wife who feel like, damn, I don't get no time.
It don't matter what they think or feel.
I understand that. That's why I asked you that question earlier. So if a man is so selfless and devoted into his commitment to God, can he be perceived as being selfish to the other people who he neglects?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying. Because you got to have the ultimate. That's what my whole argument was. Because in my opinion, this is just my whole opinion. You got to have the ultimate self-love to stand on your convictions, even though your wife is laying next to you. even though your wife is tempting you with sex or with just conversation. Your kids might turn against you. Your mom, your sister, your whoever you whatever, the things that you love the most. So you gotta be selfless, but you gotta also be selfish in your faith and in your belief so you won't fall victim to one of them things that could be your vice or your distraction and keep you from your mission.
Right. But the thing about that is the difference between the self love of the world and the self love that you're talking about. When you're being self loving, you're using God as the litmus test of your love because that's where your love comes from because God is love. In this world,
Exactly.
this self love, I'm about to go get a mani and a pedi. I'm gonna take care of
Yeah, but
myself.
I'm not talking about that though. I'm not
I
talking
know
about
you not.
that.
I know
That's
you
like
not.
surface
I know you
level.
not. I
That's
know you
surface
not talking
level
about.
self-love.
I know you're not talking about that. But that's what.
That's more
That
surface level
that was the
self-love.
very first. That was the very first definition of what self love is. Is how I'm explaining it to even PB because he oblivious of that. It's even a an agenda. There's a self love agenda that is
Yeah, to
being pushed
separate, to divide and conquer.
to divide you from God. Because if you look at Copa, he said it's about yourself and your intuition and things like that, because you're basing it on yourself. And that's what I'm saying. If you're basing it on yourself and how you feel about what you should do, you're not
But
looking at how God would have you to do it. You can say
no,
you're
I feel you.
spiritual. You can
But we
say
talked about this though, like a few weeks ago when we talked about self-help books and how religion changed through the years. If we go back and we just study like the evolution of the business of religion and the business of theology, the business of how this shit works. Like it went from being about community and being a group thing to being broken down to where now it's all about a personal relationship with God. Like
Listen,
this is how the world or society has marketed it in
that's
order
how.
to keep people coming, in order to keep getting into people's pockets, in order to keep selling people God. They had to make it a personal relationship. So now it's been since like I think it was like 82, 83. I could look this shit up and I show you this. It's a whole timeline of how this shit changed. So when you get to the late 70s, going into the early 80s, and you start having people pop up speaking of spirituality and self-help and self-love and meditation and yoga, and you don't need this, they on Bruce Lee type shit. Like black people was experimenting and exploring with all types of shit. So our churches and our congregations started selling people the teaching of personal relationship with God so that they can compete with these niggas who selling self-help. But then when it went from selling them that and that started watering down, they came with prosperity preaching and they start put in and get out, get a mansion. And then you start getting mega churches and pastors with Bentleys and Rolls Royces and all of this because God supposedly is blessing them with all of this. So
so
this is what people go ahead.
so it sounds like to me, man. In my opinion, self love is self destruction.
Exactly.
Self love should be obliviated, you know, and we should teach world love instead of self
Facts.
love.
You should treat
Facts.
no godly love because self love is world love.
No, no, no. World love meaning don't see now you starting to pull what Free said. You get my meaning
Oh, I know
perceived
exactly
different.
what I mean.
No, you doing what Free said. You perceiving what I said is to be the opposite.
No, because
So
you can say world love in the sense of have
man, listen,
humanity and
world
love for
love.
the world, but I'm not
Take the
saying that,
word world, okay?
bruh.
World mean the
Look,
entire from plant life to to humanoids to organic beings to
look.
whatever, to the dust, to the rocks, to whatever. World love. Love
Yeah,
everything of the world.
but the thing about it is,
Ain't no but the
I get
thing.
how you,
That's what I
you
mean,
using
bro.
the word. I get how you using the word, but whenever there's a specific scripture that says do not love the world, and you can say world love, it's easy to confuse those things. I get what you're saying. You're right. I'm not even saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is when you use a word like that, especially You see how fickle the word self-love is because it got twisted into something else. It's easy to twist shit up. All I'm saying is let's just be careful with saying that. Whether you agree with it or not. Whether
like
you
I
agree
said,
with it or not.
World love, bro. Love for the world. Love for the world. Love for the world. Your spiritual op in you is routed up. Not gonna
Whatever,
change.
man. The Bible say that. You can call it whatever you want to.
I mean, listen, the Bible say love the world, bro.
No, it
and
don't.
Everything on it. Yes,
no,
it do.
Don't. What's the scripture? Find the scripture in that phone. Ask them 2 white boy from Menlo. I bet y'all can find it where it say don't love the world before you can. How about that?
It don't say that, bro. And if it do say that, that's not. If it do say that, if it do say that, I ain't rocking with the Bible no more.
Yeah, it say don't love the world. But see, but the world meaning the vices of the world. But you're talking about the nature of it all. Fine, I said you're right about that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about.
Because God loved the world. You said God so loved the world that He sent His only begotten Son.
Yeah,
God loved the world.
Man.
Yeah, this nigga here, man. Hey, listen,
I didn't say he didn't love. I didn't say he didn't love the globe. I didn't say he didn't love the
Freeze, I'm starting to think his God.
I didn't say he didn't love what he put in the world. I didn't say that.
Freeze, his
I just explained to him what he was. He was above his skull cap.
I ain't fucking with black in his church. And then he had me on the episode of, hey, I ain't rocking with Trump no more. You had me on the episode where I was rocking with Trump, nigga. I'm going back. I revert, nigga. I'm going
you
back.
You gave up on Trump, bro?
Democrat.
Hell yeah, that nigga Trump is
be a Democrat.
That nigga
Why
Trump
you
is
give
an
up
idiot.
On Trump?
Because he said he would pardon all them January 6th and
them insurrection niggas.
Yeah, the insurrectionists. He said he'll pardon them all. That man is crazy.
That nigga Trump don't got that. He don't got no money.
But you didn't have a problem with Biden.
Hold on, today
you didn't have a problem with Biden.
He said if he loses this election coming up, there will never be another election. Hey man, that man sounded crazy, man.
Hey, he said he ain't got that bag. They tried to get him to put some money in escrow. He said he ain't got it.
He ain't got it, but he threw, my nigga. And for anybody out there to vote for Trump and believe in Trump, all you're saying is that you're willing to let some man that cheated on his wife run this country. So if he cheated on a woman that he made a vow to, he ain't got no vow for us. So he gonna cheat on us like it ain't nothing. So that's why they always want a president that has been loyal to his wife. Because if you can betray your wife, this woman you sleep with every day, right? If you can betray your wife for 2 minutes and then pay $150,000 for that 2 minutes of betrayal, I cannot vote for you, gang.
Nigga, you don't even vote.
It don't matter. I couldn't vote for you if I did. How about that?
I'm voting for Trump. I don't care what this fool say.
This nigga said
I don't care what y'all sit there and listen to. Look, I can't look. I just let him get his campaign speech out.
Listen, not only
look, I can't say nothing. He get his campaign speech out.
Listen, not once.
Nigga, I'm voting for RFK.
Hey, he didn't cheat on his wife. Not once. Hey, listen, Freeze. Check this bar out. Donald Trump cheated on his wife not once but twice.
I'm voting for Ye, nigga. Ye
Hold on. Listen. Here's the cold part, Cuddy. This nigga not only betrayed his wife twice, but then he didn't took her money because they married. He didn't took some of her money and paid over $300,000 in hush funds for the yacht.
Hey,
he should be infuriated.
That nigga from the V's. That nigga from our hood.
Man, that nigga took some of her money and cashed them out. She should be infuriated, nigga.
That nigga from the V's, bro. That nigga from South Phoenix.
Man, he from
Oakland.
Hell yeah, that nigga from 55th and Scoville, where Black from.
That nigga from Oakland.
55th and pay a Hoville, nigga.
That nigga bipping. That nigga bipping. That nigga
bipping yacht, nigga. That nigga yacht bipping, nigga. That nigga yuck bipping, man. That nigga Trump, man. Man, Black, I can't believe you had me talking like that on that episode. Y'all see that episode where I was pro-Trump? Man, that was not me. That nigga Black had me under some voodoo hypnosis, man.
You was looking like that black dude who was
Yeah,
standing
to be holding
behind
the
Trump.
signs back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nigga looked just like Black. I'm telling you, they from the same town, my nigga. That nigga's from Oakland. That's Black cousin, nigga, from Scoville, nigga.
He said that's Black.
Man, look at Black and then close your eyes and think about that nigga back there. They look the same, nigga. The niggas got the same ancestral.com, nigga.
Hey, Black, that nigga said, dude, your 23andMe match. That's not cool. That's funny.
Yeah, but self-love, it seems like we need to get rid of self-love, man. Self-love is
yeah, self-love is detrimental, bro. It's not good.
Yeah, man. It's not conclusive of what we got going on towards this.
Self-love is fucking up our community, bro.
Yeah, bro. They said it take a village to raise a child. That self-love shit, nigga. You don't want nobody to know your child, nigga.
I could do it all by myself.
I'm independent.
I don't need no help.
Man, see that independent stuff. Hey, that IND, that nigga Boosie and them fucked the algorithm up, my nigga. Because once that came out, boy, these bitches said, fuck a nigga.
Hey.
Fuck a man. I'm INDE.
Hey, but you know what's crazy though? And I've been watching this with like the situation that my wife and them is going through right now. Like, my nigga, like, it ain't no men nowhere, bro. Like, it just ain't no men. Like, don't nobody got a man. Like, this sister, this person, like, I'm just watching all the women who's affected by what's going on, and all of these women, it's only like maybe 2 or 3 that got a man out of about 6 or 7.
Speaking about men, you want to hear the coldest line I ever heard, man? The coldest quote, my nigga? Soak this up. And this for everybody, all the viewers that's still watching this right now are going to see it later. Because Freeze brought this up to me. You know, you brought this to the table, man. And you mentioned mankind. Listen, they say, the quote says, in a time of peace, fathers bury their son. Sons bury their fathers. You feel me? In a time of peace, sons bury their fathers. But in time of war, fathers bury their sons. That's some cold shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
In the time of peace, sons bury their fathers. And in the time of war, fathers
bury. Because they sending all the sons to the front line to die.
You feel me?
And what's so fucked up about it, and I hate it for so many millions and millions of people around the world, bro, is because it's like so many people is dying over shit that they don't even
understand.
Like, they don't
have any control of. They will never. They'll never be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Some of this shit was started by Isaac and Ishmael and Abraham like hella years ago, and motherfuckers is just they still dying. Like,
man, listen,
like motherfuckers is gonna keep dying, bro. Like,
it's called the world of Cains and Abels. That's what the world is full of. Cains and Abels. You know what I'm saying? Either you a Cain or you gonna be an Abel.
I'm trying to be like Seth. For real, Seth was like the nigga. He was like trying to make shit better. He was, like that nigga was like he was their third son.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm trying to be like Seth, my nigga, like that. And I'm the third son. I ain't think about that. I'm Foster the third.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the third son. I got the third son tatted on my neck. I might, yeah.
Nigga, now imagine if your sister had been born another boy, you wouldn't have been Foster the third.
Man, I don't know. I might have still been. That nigga might have been something else.
Nah, I don't think that nigga trying to steal the name.
It was just destiny, my nigga. Like, it was just put on me. It was destiny. Like, my grandpa had already named the nigga. Like, my mama woke up from surgery and already had a name. They was like, you got to name the girl. The boy already been named.
Damn. That part, that department.
Yeah. That shit is dope though. But yeah, man, that self-love, it's tricky. That's why I said it's tricky, bro, because the same things that'll make you happy and motivate you to be a better person is the same things that's gonna separate you from the people you love.
Yeah, but I said this plenty of times, man. To the women out there, don't love yourself too much to where you don't got no more love for nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
then that's how it goes back to what we were saying, how from the outside it could be perceived as being selfish. So your self-love for yourself, and you love yourself so much that you're not giving me the love that I need, or you not treating me the way I feel I deserve. Like that lady said on the clip we watched earlier, where she said, "Are you able to give that man the love he need after you love them 7 kids, you love yourself, and then you got to give this man some love? Like,
mm,
are you gonna be able to give him the love that he needs?" Like he might, like we said earlier, Black, he might be able to be with you and love you, but are you gonna be able to give him the love that he needs? You know, and then he could
and that
start
comes
thinking,
like, and that comes
he,
with like the love that he needs is like, for instance, say some of your children say something crazy or some weird shit to him, and you don't check it. That means you ain't showing him the love that he needs. If you got children that could disrespect this man that's taking care of all 8 of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Right. So this
And say,
love we talking about ain't no feeling inside. Love is a freaking
action.
sacrifice. It's an act
Yeah.
of selflessness.
Yeah,
So
it's
Yes,
an action.
yes.
Right.
that's so when you're doing that, can you love this man selflessly? Which means you cannot be so self-loving of yourself that you can't give to him. Just like you said, you can't do both. You
Yeah,
can't.
but
I
to
mean, you. I'm sorry.
somebody,
Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me not say you can't. You can self-love yourself to the point that you take care of yourself. But I'm not talking
yeah.
about exalting yourself
But even
above
that
others.
guy, like you said, even that guy, like you could love that guy, so you could be so selfless and love that guy so much
So
that your kids feel like you're being selfish to them because you giving all your love to him.
exactly. That's why it
So
needs to be.
now that's why I just said in this whole conversation, that's why I kept saying that selflessness to one situation can be perceived that as selfishness to the people who love you.
So basically, this is my conclusion. True self love means to love yourself, meaning like spiritually, physically, financially, and whatever leaves there's left. So meaning like if I wake up and I don't brush my teeth and I don't take a shower, that's not self love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To have myself shined up and sparkling so the people around me can enjoy being in my environment and not being offended by my odors or my breath or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's self-love. I think self-love is about taking care of yourself as a cleanliness is next to godliness. You feel me? So self-love is not about just loving yourself and not sparing none for your neighbors. Self-love means to have yourself presentable, look like you ready to go, be ready so you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Self-love is to have knowledge and of God and of or of anything that's any entity of a higher power. You know what I'm talking about? So that's self-love. You know what I'm saying? Self-love is not INDE. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not that. Self-love means that I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna keep my
Work
hygienes up.
out.
I'm gonna soak up some mathematics, some science. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read some books. I'm gonna educate myself. You know what I'm saying? That's self-love. Making yourself an active, productive member of society. That's self-love.
Yeah.
Not all that other shit that they teaching you.
Yeah, working out too is self-love.
Yeah, hell
And
yeah.
what do you do?
Not trying to bend the world into accepting you the way you are, to say you should love yourself as you are. No, you should love yourself to work out. But let
Yeah.
me I wrote down some notes of some of the definitions of self-love, because there is no hardcore definition of self-love because it's deceptive. But there is a hardcore definition in the word what self-love is. But it says, accept people how they are, no criticism. If you're self-conscious about your body, love yourself. Works to help you accept and embrace embrace how you look, no matter if it's healthy to you or not, healthy for you or not. Also, it can mean let go and stop worrying about mistakes made in the past and be proud of all your accomplishments when nobody is recognizing your victories. People that are haters. Loving yourself can be short for oh yes, loving yourself can be short for a troubled conscience. The expression can be used for a way of living in denial. We can either work on areas of struggle or continue neglecting them in the name of self-acceptance. Love is described in the Bible and quite different than the love used in the world. Biblical love is selfless and unconditional, whereas the world's love is characterized by selfishness and conditions. It's natural and normal to love yourself. It's our default position. There is no lack of self-love in this world.
Well, that was a beautiful speech you stole. Who you get that from?
That nigga said that I stole. Nigga, I took time to do that, my nigga.
Well, thank you for gracing us with it.
That nigga said I stole it.
It sounded real good, man. I agree with everything that was said in it too. Usually I don't fuck with you like that, but you know.
But it's cool. It's cool that we made a whole 360 about it, because a lot of times understanding is only 1, 2, 3 degrees of separation.
I thought you and Freeze was about to go to war like Israel and Palestine for a second. I ain't gonna lie.
No, we 3 kings having conversation like
nigga, I was like, man, 2 kingdoms, but hey, the 3 kingdoms, the kingdoms about to fall apart, nigga. We the United Kingdoms of America, and now we about to be in civil war with each other. Y'all niggas is going, and it's that. Hey, it's the good book, my nigga, and that's how powerful the word of God is. To where nigga wars can start. That's how wars did start. You know what I'm saying? With religion and women, my nigga. Women in religion can tear down empires, bro. You know what I'm saying? If people ain't going to war for, back in the days, it was either a woman or religion. But nowadays, and those was the most serious things to go to war for. Your belief and your pride, your woman. You know what I'm saying? So your pride and joy. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, niggas go to war for oil, political gain, shit like that. Now it ain't the same no more. The world is more evil now. You know what I'm saying? But back then, there was honor amongst thieves. You know what I'm saying? Go to war if you took my bitch, or we're going to war, if you don't believe in what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot less wars back then, because that's all it was about. Women and religion. You know what I'm saying? It even rhymes. Women and religion. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah, and it's cold because being that self-love can be used in a positive or a negative way, it kind of do it a disservice to even ask it if it's a good or bad. Because what if we didn't sort this out through conversation and just went our own way? So the thing about
it would have been a destruction of the 3 empires.
And then so the thing is, what we got to understand is that
it wouldn't have been the United Nations.
We can't give ourselves the love that we need. So we can't have this self-love that we're looking for. The only love we can get is from a higher source. And for me, that's Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit. So I feel
for me, that's Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad.
And for me, that's my bitches.
All right.
So, man, I just want to thank
God.
people.
Hey, God got to use people to bless you. He got to use people to show you his love.
Listen, man, I just, I've been knowing God my whole life, bro, before I even knew who he was. Nobody taught me about God. That's one thing I can say. No one taught me about God. I knew about him when I was born, bro. You can think I'm lying or jawsing or whatever, but I had a concept and idea of who God was before I even stepped inside of a church. I'm a born Catholic, but before I even stepped inside of the Catholic Church, I knew I already had a perception of what God was. You feel me? So I always been in contact with him. But now, bro, I'm so in contact with him right now, bro. It's amazing, man, because I can see and feel him finally again for the first time in, man, many moons, my nigga. You feel me? Many moons, my nigga. It's been a bunch of cycles, man. I've been absent from God's presence. You feel me? And right now, bro, he like, man, he got me in his bosoms, gang. I swear to God, man, through y'all. If you don't believe me, my nigga, like people out there, how me and Black had a little falling out about 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? About a year or two, you know what I'm saying? And look at us back on our shit, nigga. You feel me? That's God, my nigga. If you don't see it that way, you know what I'm saying? If you don't see it that, bro, I don't have no beef with nobody in 2024. I don't have no hate for nobody in 2024, bro. My
I got beef with the world.
Listen, I don't even got beef with the world, man. I just got people. I just got a problem with the people that's in it. But now I used to have beef with the world, but now I don't think like that no more because that's how connected I am with the Lord, because he told me you can't have beef with the world. Only I can have beef. That's like Freeze said, that's a selfish God. You feel me? Shout out to my nigga Freeze TV. Check him out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And he got music out there too. But now my nigga Freeze is the one that alerted me for the first time in my existence of living that nigga God is a selfish, egotistic, narcissistic God. You feel me? So
no, he ain't narcissistic.
He is narcissistic. If he say I can't do something,
narcissistic.
Man, listen, I ain't saying narcissistic in like the negative way. I'm saying it in the bully way. You know, he's a bully. Freeze, is God a bully or not?
A bully.
This is your ideology. What do you say? Ideology.
Yeah, the book say what he is.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, and Freeze brought this to my attention. He was the first one to raise my awareness that God is a bully. Okay. And I've been knowing that my whole life, but I've never been brave enough to say it. For me and Freeze, and I was the first one to say Jesus was a send-off. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. Me and Freeze was just saying what it is.
But they know not what they talking about.
Anyway, so God is very tricky, bro. But I'm connected with him now. I see him, I feel him, and when you see him and feel him the way I do, nothing can harm you, bro. You have no enemies. I see people out there, bro, and I can read their spirits, my nigga. And if I feel their spirit don't like me, I don't engage with them. I give them their space and they keep me, and I make sure they stay away from mine. You feel me? And that's how I'm gonna stay in harmony, bro. Why would I go if I can see you and I feel your energy and you got negative energy towards me? Why would I go engage with you? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you walk up to me and talk to me, then I'm gonna break your negative energy and you're gonna have positive energy at the end of the conversation that we have. You're not gonna hate me no more. You feel me? But when you walked up to me, you didn't like me. But when you walked away from me, you loved me. So that's the kind of relationship I got with God. And if everybody can grab that type of relationship with God, I swear to God, my nigga, I do what Job was scared to do and swear to God, my nigga.
Man, it's a scripture.
In hell.
It's a scripture in there where they say if you turn to God, he turn to you. If you turn your back on him, he turn his back on you.
Yeah.
Like it's all on you. Like it's on you. Nigga, fuck with me. God is like, nigga, fuck with me or not, bitch ass nigga.
That don't sound like a bully to me, but you just said something that was really, really important because we was talking about seatbelts the other day. You can either put them on or you don't. Now, my young nigga, he get in the car every time. Don't put the seatbelt on. I put mine on, so it ain't even a matter of influence.
I put mine on no matter what.
It's not even a matter of influence.
A car is a roller coaster.
And I told my young nigga, you can only tell people so many times. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand it. Like, you know people that got thrown out of a car before. Like, so I don't understand.
God forgive me. Y'all remember what happened to that little fat dude that didn't have his seatbelt on right on that ride? Same thing can happen to you in the car.
Yeah, seatbelts is tricky, bro. You need them.
But listen, hold on. Now I'm finna bring
I
up
done
some.
been in a wreck without having a seatbelt on, and it saved me by not
Exactly.
having on a seatbelt.
That nigga, remember that nigga from Chicago, that rapper Lil Fo? He got into a car accident and he was ejected out of the car because he didn't have his seatbelt on. Well, when the car had been flipping for 15 miles, flipping like that, if he had his seatbelt on, he would have been crushed inside of a car like a tin can, like a human inside a can, and you stepping on it. That's
That's
what
what
that's
happened
how.
to me when. Remember, I had that big white Excursion.
Yeah, with the TVs and the big the dubs and all that on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we flipped
that was
over
your
in
first
Texas.
big
Remember,
truck,
we
and you
flipped over in Texas.
that was your first big ride, nigga. And look what God did to you. You ain't
Nah,
mad? That's Job.
nah, hey,
That's some
hey,
trials of
nah. I
Job,
wasn't.
nigga.
I
Trials of
because in
Job,
that
nigga.
moment I was high on myself. God had to bring me back down to reality,
Hey,
nigga. I
listen,
was
you
too
thought you.
much
Hey,
self
listen.
love.
That nigga pulled up
Too
on you
much
in the
self
PB.
love.
That nigga PB, you ain't the only one with the white ghost no more, nigga.
Man,
Look at my Enterprise ship. That nigga flashed on me, beating more TVs than me, bigger truck, talking yin and yang, right? That nigga hit the highway, nigga, caught PB. Man, they made me wrap my truck in the rain, man. I was on the freeway, nigga. I'm doing 30. I'm doing 60 and a 30, nigga, and my truck flipped over, nigga.
that nigga 10th was driving, nigga. Hey, and you know what's crazy though, EB? It's crazy because we was riding and like I drove from here straight to Pecos, Texas. Boom. Got us straight to Pecos. We get I'm no to what's that? El Paso.
El
Straight to
Paso.
El
El
Paso.
Paso.
Straight to El Paso. Boom. We flipped over in Pecos. So we get to El Paso, then we would stop. My brother started driving and we riding and we got Underworld on, the old demon ass movie, vampires and werewolves and shit. We got it on, and it's like what? It was 7 TVs in that bitch. We got that shit smacking. We watch. I'm laying across the back. I'm like, nigga, we rich.
We
We going to
ball.
pick up
I
this
just said
money,
that.
nigga.
I
We
just said
balling,
that. I said
nigga.
this
We
nigga
got.
buddy back there like we balling. We balling.
hey, hey, we start arguing, nigga. Like we start talking about, nigga, if something bad happened, nigga, they was like, nigga, you better pray and thank God, nigga, and this and this, and niggas is in the truck talking about, nigga, you better dial 911, nigga. You better not, nigga, you better call God. You better call God, but you better dial 911 while you praying, nigga. Like, and we just clowning, talking shit, and next thing you know, nigga, we was flipping in the air.
No.
But because I wasn't buckled in, the truck was flipping like this, and I was in the middle like the Matrix, like this. And the truck was, was flipping around me. Nigga, that nigga Brick and Temp, these niggas are seat belted in, doing like this. I'm watching these niggas hit the ground. Bloom, 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 bloom. I'm just like this in the middle, like the Matrix.
Hey, listen, you like an astronaut floating. Huh?
Hey, when it was done, I hit my legs on the dashboard, and that was it. I got like the TV that was flipped out, scratched my legs and shit. But them niggas was fucked up. Them niggas was fucked up. I was like,
He said,
damn,
I'm
nigga,
watching them hit
Are
the
you
ground.
saying?
Wow.
Are you saying don't wear
Wow.
seatbelts, or if you
no,
don't
I'm
wear it,
not
bust the
saying
back?
that. I'm not saying that. I wear my seatbelt every time, like y'all said. But I said wearing
We
seatbelts is
gotta leave.
tricky.
It's in God's hands, man.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's in God's hands because no matter. But you still got to protect yourself, like you said. But it's tricky because if I would have had a seatbelt on, I would have been fucked up like them niggas. Like
It
I ain't
ain't
have
funny.
no seatbelt
It ain't
on,
funny. But he said
and
he
I
was
walked
looking at them
away.
niggas. They was hitting the ground. Bah, bah, every
Yep.
time.
Nigga, I walked away from that, no problem. Them niggas was broke up. Them niggas had on splints and different, like, I was like, damn, nigga, if I would have had a seatbelt on, it would have been a wrap.
Oh!
Like,
It ain't funny. Don't get it twisted, y'all. It's not funny.
hey,
But
not,
that
hey, and you
nigga,
know what's crazy? We flipped over at
I just
exit
imagine Freeze in the
187,
middle.
bro.
I imagine
Bro,
Freeze in the middle.
the exit is 187. I'm gonna write a movie about it called Exit 187, but
Oh my God, you
like
niggas,
the
boy, that
real
shit was
exit where
so
the
funny.
10 and the 20 split.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
nigga, I
said,
ain't tell the whole story, but it goes deep. It's a whole
that nigga said, we
situation. Like,
balling, nigga.
nigga,
That nigga said, just back there like
nigga, we
this,
was
nigga.
sitting in,
That
nigga, we
nigga
was
was in the
sitting in
back
Peter
seat like
Piper,
this, nigga in the back, like the
bro.
back
We
of the
was at,
bus.
We was at
Rosa
Peter Piper.
Parks.
Man, I had the seats laid down, nigga. I had that mug laid back, nigga. Hey, look, we was sitting at Peter Piper on Central and Southern, and we had just counted like maybe 60,000, 70,000, something like that. And the some niggas in Atlanta called us and was like, "Hey, we got this amount of money for you, and we got this and this." I was like, nigga, I looked at them niggas. I'm like, "Y'all ready to go?" And we didn't get no luggage. We didn't nothing, nigga. We just jumped on the. We didn't look at the news to see what the weather was like. We didn't get no map, nigga. We didn't nothing, nigga.
Niggas just start hugging the highway,
Man,
Niggas start hugging the highway, kissing that
nigga,
mother, tongue
nigga.
kissing the I-10.
All I'm thinking about is, nigga, I'm finna go right there where all them colleges is at. Nigga, I'm finna pull up with all the TVs bang, and I'm finna did it and didn't even make it. We ended up getting on the
Man.
Greyhound bus to keep going. Still kept going though,
Ah,
but on the Greyhound bus. But yeah,
man. Hugging the
that was a
highway,
dope.
gang.
But the
Making money the
it was
flyway.
funny because it just go back to faith and belief, man, and standing on your principles and your belief, man. That self love is tricky, man. Like that's why the devil got if you believe these stories, that's why the devil got kicked out of heaven, and and them niggas who left with him, them angels that left with him, because it was like this nigga was like on Jerry Maguire, like nigga, I could show y'all how to get the knowledge of this game, nigga, and you can become a god. Like, come on, let's dip. And like on Jerry Maguire, when he was like, "Who's going with me?" And the one lady was like, "Okay, I'll go with you." But in heaven, if you believe the story, a third of the angels went with this nigga. So this nigga had to be cold if he's standing right there with God and he running some drag on these niggas. Like, hey, look, man, I understand this nigga created us. This nigga's the coldest nigga ever. He
That's
created
why
us.
when he went
He
down, he
made us
became the
dope.
devil and they became demons.
You
The
feel me? Like,
demons.
nigga, let's go. But then if you think about
Fallen
it,
angels.
even if you believe these stories, like when Adam and Eve bit from the tree, they bit from the tree of knowledge. So it's damn near tricky, and then God say, study and show thyself approved, and my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So we perish for the lack of knowledge, but we also perish from eating from the tree of knowledge. So it's
The
like
forbidden.
it's a whole bunch of situations that's just weird that just make me think like in my mind like, man, this nigga playing games with us, bud.
Yeah.
Like
Man.
like nigga, this is a nigga with an ant farm who's
Mm-hmm.
playing games with us,
Shaking it
and
up.
then
Shaking.
and it's and every so many every 25,000 years, if you believe these stories, it gets shook up and it's a new civilization.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but what's fucked up about it all, in my opinion, is you have so many people who live their life and devote their life to whatever these faiths or beliefs are. And it's people who live and die like really, really own this and obedient to their beliefs, and they sacrifice, I guess, a worldly life, like what Black was saying earlier about loving the world. Like they love the worldly life, and I think it's I think mentally, like we kind of gotta find that balance, like. And I don't know if it's belief, religion, spirituality. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is, but I know that if the way I was raised and growing up, my mom was so strict on religion and studying and this and that, and then some of the people who I met and learned through my journey of life, like it was so much studying and reading and learning. And now that I'm an older man and I've had a little bit of balance in my life when I rebelled against my teaching, the people who didn't rebel and the people who stayed fast and kept focusing, it's just in my own personal experiences, them is the fucked up people. Them is the people who don't even like their existence on this earth is almost like get out the way. And it's fucked up that there's so many people who live their life like that. Like I was saying earlier, where there's so many women that I've seen in the last week since the situation happened with my family. I done met so many women who don't have a man. And they cool with that because they got Jesus. I'm hearing this shit. And I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like y'all really been duped into not having a real life. I guess it would be a worldly life or a physical life, because you holding on to the spiritual life that you might not even get because we don't know what you done did or didn't do in your life tonight. Like I don't know. Like ain't
They not
nobody
they
ever.
not even. They say they don't need this because they got Jesus, but the whole time giving up the yacht.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they giving up the
that's
yacht because
listen.
they got desires of the flesh.
Exactly.
They
I was
doing
just
more
gonna
than
say
that
that.
too, though. They doing more than that because they being duped into thinking self love.
But you know what? Tonight made me want. Made my topic is for tomorrow, man. You know,
What's
because
your topic?
my topic is for tomorrow, man. I want to talk about what is homosexuality.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is, and we
No,
can get
no,
on
no.
that.
I don't want to know what it is until tomorrow.
Bro. I know. Can I?
Stop. I don't want to do
Hold
nothing.
on, bro. I know what I'm doing, bro.
I don't care.
I know what I'm doing. I know you don't care, but it's okay. You don't have to care. It's okay. Because it's called a segue. You segue from this show to the next. That's what the professionals do. I wasn't gonna go on
Segue.
into it. I don't need to talk all night like a lot of people.
Segue.
He said that's what the
Segue.
professionals do.
Right. So what y'all said earlier is about evolution. And if y'all believe in this evolution, that how did it start out with Homo sapien and Homo erectus? Then after that is homosexual.
Yeah, we gonna touch on that, man. We're gonna touch on that. What's homosexuality?
He
Yeah.
said that's the evolution of man
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
the evolution of man.
to extinction. That's where that's where man dies at extinction.
should they be
They can't
teaching that to
reproduce.
children in school? Should homosexuality be a subject in classrooms?
No way.
No, we're gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about it now, but we're
Right.
gonna
So
talk about
freeze.
that.
So
You about to
freeze.
get us canceled.
No,
Freeze,
I'm not.
You got something that you want to get into or no? You feel like it or because we was talking about the seatbelt. You already told me that's tricky, but put it on. And then we was talking
yeah,
about
you gotta put it on.
we was talking about road rage.
Yeah.
Or we could save that for the next one. We could say that.
Yeah, we'll say that for tomorrow.
We say that we're gonna go live tomorrow. We didn't game enough tonight. We didn't show them that the three kingdoms could go to civil war.
It's not war until we leave when we leave the throne room and we be like, all right.
Yeah.
Then you know it might be friction.
Well, you know, you got the lawyer, the psychiatrist, and the scientist. You know what I'm saying? That's the Trinity, the three kings. That's what we represent. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bring you laws, science, and we're gonna bring you consciences. We try to raise your conscience. We try to get you to understand the mathematics and science and physics of life. And we also trying to bring y'all the 10 Commandments. That's the Trinity, man. That's the three kings, man. Freeze TV, E.B.H. Black Show, and Powerball Rich, man. Look that all up on YouTube, man. We Google it, man. Google these niggas, man. Ask them two white boys from Menlo about Freeze TV, E.B.H. Black, or Powerball Rich, and I bet you something pop out. We're gonna pop up like the ice cream truck, nigga. And my line Freeze.
Man.
Tell them
Hey,
Google
you've been dropping some new music.
Oh man, listen, man. I didn't drop Mark Hill City 029. I didn't drop that Welcome to Lelandville, and I didn't drop this new Surdy World 030. And I'm about to drop this Mafia 50 years of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Represent. Shout out to all the hip hoppers.
I'm about to drop this live, so you better hurry up.
And I'm also coming out with this new Chevron City. Fuck with me, gang, gang.
So what we doing? We back tomorrow?
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna go live on Facebook tomorrow too, during the day, man. At least 30 minutes, man.
30 minutes, nigga. It take you there. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Freeze, we need 30 minutes tomorrow, man. Facebook.
Gang. Three Kings.
Gang, Three Kings, man. You know what I mean?
We out here. Love yourself, but don't love yourself.